Getting started very soon.
Oh, so the Facebook group. I don't think. Let me have the. Oh, Money Table Talk.
It's in both of them.
You want Money Table Talk, right?
All right. I see people are joining us live. I see people are trying to get in. We're gonna get started in a little bit. If you're in here, I want you guys to say good morning. Say good morning. If you would like for Facebook or StreamYard to show your information, then make sure that you click the link that says StreamYard.com and make sure that it allows your face to be seen. There we go. Look at there. We have Davina saying good morning to us. And we'll get started in a second. All right. Here we go. Here we go. I see my backstage people. We're going to have people from Las Vegas coming in. We have Oakland office coming in. We have Long Beach office coming in from both two different people. So we're doing very, very well. We're going to get started in about 1 minute. And anybody else, make sure y'all put your comments in. All right, we got some more good morning. All right, look at there. We got Lauren with the good morning as well. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Census. Make sure that you share this out. Get everybody ready and excited about what's about to happen on today. So share it out, share it to everybody, comment, show some love. We got a lot of good mornings coming in. If you want to share it in the live, you should see something at the bottom. So you can like, comment, or share. So right next to your comment should have been an area for you to share. So you can go ahead and share, okay? All right. We don't see the share. Does everybody see that you can share? Somebody can comment and let me know that you're able to share. And then we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to do a countdown. All right. So we're about to get started. We still have a lot of people. Thank you. Everybody's saying that they can share. Thank you for giving me that information. Just want to make sure that we have no technical difficulties. So we are about to get started. I am so excited about today. Thank you for telling me that we are able to share on today. So make sure, like, we have all of our speakers, make sure you're sharing it out to your community so people can hear you and learn a little bit more about what we're going to be covering on today, okay? All right, here goes my countdown. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Labor of Love Telethon. So it's so exciting that we are having a telethon. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, there used to be telethons that would actually serve a purpose to get information out about really important, topics and causes and missions. And we have a mission that on this month, September, as you see, 2021 is Life Insurance Awareness Month. Everybody is trying to decide, like, do you need life insurance, right? Do you have enough life insurance? Do you have the right coverage for you? Do you understand what type of life insurance you have, right? So there's going to be so many different topics that we're going to cover on today, but we want to make sure that you guys are sharing it out to your communities. A lot of people don't know things about life insurance and they get scared of it because what we don't understand, we don't do anything about. We get paralyzed and we avoid. Right? Have you been that person who's just gotten paralyzed and just would avoid things? I'm sure that you've been that same person before in the past. And so we're going to hear from a lot of people on today. And the people are going to share with us, testimonies about how they end up learning about life insurance, why life insurance was important to them. How did they utilize it for their lives? Right? So we're going to learn all this information on today. We have people from different cities and even states that are going to be calling people today. So if you need a call and you know that you want somebody to communicate with you and tell you a little bit more about life insurance, you want to make sure that you reach out to us. So if you don't know anybody, comment in the chat and somebody will reach out to you. If somebody has invited you to this live, I want you to make sure you reach out to them and say, oh my God, this information is amazing. I need to jump on it and get some life insurance. Or I would like to share life insurance with other people, right? So we have a mission that in this month of September, we are committed to getting 1,000 families covered with life insurance. So if you guys hear that, put in the comments 1,000, right? 1,000. How many are you going to share it with? Even tell me your commitment. Is your pledge to make sure that you do 1,000? I hope that it is. So everybody start putting in the comments 1,000. That tells me that you guys are ready, that you're ready to get started with this information and you're ready to hear these amazing interviews. So what? We got 1,000. Do you pledge to share this to other people? You guys just put 1,000 in the comments and I will make sure to share with other people. Okay. I see other people. Yes. 1,000. All right. So this is our labor of love, right? As we are approaching Labor Day weekend, we want to make sure that we're giving love out to other people. Okay. We want to have love to other people. And we have people on here who are going to be calling, and I'm going to go to their offices. We have Long Beach office. We have Las Vegas office. We have Oakland office, Walnut Creek office. We have so many different offices that are going to be joining us on today. Okay. So we have everybody saying 1,000. I love it. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Wavette. Oh, other Facebook users. All right, this is amazing. So let's get started for our first interview. I see her backstage and she's getting ready to get on and get started. So the first person that we're going to be having on today, she's a person who just has a personal story and testimony about how life insurance has changed her life. Okay. So that's what's going to be very exciting is to hear real personal stories. Sometimes we think that, life insurance doesn't work, and sometimes we get understanding about it too late, right? But today we're going to end up learning more about it. So we're not those people who learned about it too late. Okay. We still have people saying 1,000. I love it. So, all right, Kamisha, are you ready? Put a thumbs up so I know that you're ready and we can go ahead and get started. I'm about to add her into the chat and let's learn a little bit more about Kamisha. Kamisha, are you there?
I am. Good morning, Dr. Roche.
Good morning. I am so excited that you are our first guest for this amazing Labor of Love telethon. And we have, an important mission, right? Project 1000 mission. It's our mission to share this information with 1,000 families. We have people in the chat saying 1,000, right? People know that they're going to make sure that we have 1,000 families this month. Not like the year, but this month, 1,000 families are going to have appointments and they're going to get coverage. Some of you guys may just need a review, right? Just a review of your life insurance. We're going to make sure that happens on today. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit to Kamisha. Kamisha, tell me a little bit about yourself, who you are, what's your industry that you're involved in, and then tell me, why did you start to get excited about life insurance?
Well, good morning, everyone. Again, I am Kamisha. I reside in the sunny California, San Francisco to be exact, born and raised. I am a mother of twins. My twin girls are 9 years old. And my background, I have a degree in human development. I am currently the supervisor for the Workforce Development Division for the San Francisco City and County. And I'm just a busy, busy individual. I'm also a member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority, incorporated. Hey, go sorority.
If it's some Deltas out there, give her some love.
So I am also actively involved with my wonderful, illustrious chapter, San Francisco Alumni chapter. And basically, that's where I got this information from because I heard the presentation at one of our chapter events.
Wow. So
yes,
is how you got introduced.
Absolutely. Yes.
Oh my goodness. So that's a beautiful sisterhood. See, that's family.
Yes.
So family shares this information.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. So that's how I became knowledgeable.
Okay, amazing. So you're a busybody, right? And you have a lot of things that are going on.
Yes.
And tell me a little bit about why do you think life insurance is important? Like what stood out to you when you actually heard that presentation? What was so important about it?
Okay, so I was familiar with life insurance before I heard the presentation.
Okay.
So I thought. I thought. Right. So I had like policies in place and stuff like that. But when Elaine, shout out to Elaine, FD from Oakland, the Oakland office. So when she did the presentation, it was Life Insurance 101, Project 1000, right? So when she did the presentation, I was like, and I'm listening to the mission and different levels of insurance, because when I thought of life insurance, I thought death. When something happened to me, is my kids covered? Vice versa, if something happened to them, I want to make sure that they're covered. So it would not be a financial burden on my family, and friends. I did not want to have GoFundMes or fish fries when that time comes, right? We didn't want none of that, right? So, so like I said, I had things in place, but not to this degree that I have now. And when I was exposed to Project 1000 at the event, at my sorority's event, I was like, wow, I didn't know that I can still receive benefits while I'm living.
Yes.
Which called living benefits, right?
Yes.
So I said, okay. And how I can like be debt free, and if I can plan, my financial goals, I could set things in place. And that's very important. So when I realized about doing a personal financial checkup, I think that's what opened my eyes, because I got to see my expenses of what's going in and what's going out. And I got to really dig deep, right? To find out what are my financial goals, what I would like to be doing. I was like, I don't want to work all my life. I don't want to work till I'm 70 or even 65. I want to retire early if I can. right?
Yeah.
So putting that in place as well. So Elaine, when I actually did my personal financial checkup, I put things in place so I could also receive a supplemental income. So if I want to retire early, I can.
What?
Right? I could retire and still get, my money because I won't be old enough to receive, my pension yet.
Yeah.
That's my plan because I want to do it early, right? I
Yeah.
was also able to see how I can maintain my current lifestyle. And of course, I want to keep elevating. So my lifestyle is going to increase, right?
Elevation. That's all we're talking about. Yeah.
Right. So I want to make sure that was in place too, right?
Yes.
And not only that, but what's very, very important is to make sure that my children was set up. So I put in place to where my children's college, and we know inflation, we know it's going to go up, right?
Yes.
We also included inflation in the policy that I received to cover my children's college tuition. If they choose to go to college, I'm pushing them to go to college. I
Yes.
put college in their head right
You want to
now.
get options. They need to have the
Right?
options, right?
But if they decide to be an entrepreneur, and want to start their own business, I will support them. So I have, things like that, those policies and plans, put together so I will not be in debt. When it's time for them to go to college,
Yeah.
there you go. The money is right there. So I think life insurance is so important. And again, God forbid if something happened to myself or my children,
Yeah.
we are set.
Set. Love it.
Set.
Yes.
And I just think that's important. And I know for me, um, it's kind of difficult right now to kind of talk about it because I just recently lost my father, and I just had a funeral for him yesterday.
I'm sorry to hear.
And thank you, but I had to have uncomfortable conversations with my parents. They
Yeah.
had uncomfortable conversations with me because, as a child, you're like, I don't want to hear that. You're not going anywhere. I don't even want to imagine that. We don't need to talk about that. So, children shy away from, even adult children shy away from having those uncomfortable conversations with your parents. But I'm happy that my parents both sat me down individually and told me what they wanted me to do, what was in place, and just let me know, what their wishes are.
Wow. You did that in advance and told you
We
about
did that in advance. We did
Good.
that in advance. Yes. So, my father transitioned. I knew exactly what he wanted. He
Yeah.
had things in place, and I executed his plan and made it happen.
I think that's so incredibly important, right? A lot of times we shy away from those conversations because we're
Yes.
afraid of them, right? But it's something that's inevitable. It's part of like our lives that this is going to happen at one point. And I
Yes.
think that if we pre-plan and we have those difficult conversations now, during the time that we're grieving, we don't have to be worried about financial circumstances and planning as much as just being able to deal with our emotions.
Yes.
I think that it causes a lot of stress when you're already dealing with your emotional stress as well as having to deal with the financial stress of things, right?
Yes. Yes.
So I think that is extremely important. And so that is like your daddy loving you, right? Beyond, right? Daddy
Yes.
here and he's loving you beyond. And that's what we love to hear. Is that, people are sitting down and making those plans. And then you are now doing the same thing for your family.
I am.
Right? So you
I am.
put stuff in place for your kids.
Yes.
Understanding that, and a couple of things that you mentioned is that it's not only like the death benefit, like what happens when that person passes away, but you start giving some real, game about what can happen with life insurance while you're living.
Yes.
There's things you can do
Yes.
while you're living. It can benefit you while you're still here, right?
Yes. Yes.
And I think a
Yes.
lot of us don't know about that. So
Right.
that was the thing that stood out to you?
Yeah, that stood out to me. Because, again, God forbid if I was to, be ill with a critical or terminal condition, I don't have to put that financial burden on anyone else.
Yeah.
I can, be at home, receive treatment, and I have it on my children as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
So,
them started. Get them started.
yes, get them started. So, it's if we have to, if I have to stop working for whatever reason, I'm
Yeah.
still covered. I don't have to worry about going in debt or,
Yeah.
my bills just rising because I can't pay them because I'm not working and not financially able. I think all that is so, so, so very important. And again, my thing is just, I don't want my children to put out GoFundMe's,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or a fish fry. And nothing against that. I'm not nothing against that. It's just
No,
that
something like that. That
it's
means we
nothing
already
against
paid.
that. Yeah. I just want them to be prepared, and I want them to be able to say, hey, if they need this, we have it to
Yeah.
cover it. You don't have to go and, ask for money or donations. Now, if somebody want to do that, that's fine, but I don't want them to have to face that burden.
Yes. Yeah. I think you're discussing a couple of things. So, like with living benefits, and those that are watching, we're going to definitely go through the different types of life insurance as well as the different functions of life insurance. But, life insurance, one of the areas of living benefits is that if, you get diagnosed with a critical or chronic illness, that you're able to take money now, so you don't end up going into debt. Right. And so like the same thing is like when you're having a health concern, you don't want to have a health stressor and a financial stressor on you because that makes it difficult for healing. So when you don't have to worry about finances and knowing that, your family is going to be okay, all your bills are going to be okay, that definitely gives you a level of peace of mind. So you can just deal on like healing as well.
Yes, Dr.
So,
Rosa.
So
That's it.
I feel you. So if you guys understand that life insurance can benefit you while you are living, I want people to recognize that. I think that's the part that people don't pay attention to. Let me go ahead and put that in the
Right.
thing. Life insurance can benefit you while you're living. Yes.
And let's be clear. You don't have to have, you can still have life insurance and not have, any illness. If you decide that you want to purchase a home, or like I said, want to go back to school or want to pay for your, kids' college tuition up front, or whatever you decide to do, there's life insurance for it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's there.
Yes,
It's there.
Comments in the comments are coming up. Thank you, Kamisha, for your powerful testimony. I mean, how amazing that Kamisha believed in this information so much that in her time of grieving, her time of like starting her mourning process, that she was like, I'm still coming on. I'm still going to share this information with other people because there was somebody who made sure to share with my family, so they were able to educate me, and then I was able to educate others. Like. And be able to protect my family. That is amazing. I mean, you are incredible for just doing this, even through your grief, right? That you're still going out and sharing this information with other people.
Yes. I mean, I have to. I felt it on my spirit. When it was brought to me, it was no question. I was like, well, his funeral was the day before. And so I got to get up essentially the next morning. But I'm like, yes, I would do it. I will do it. It was, I was educated about it. And my mission is to educate people as well. You know what I mean? Because, even even people who you think are financially set up, they do not know this information. And that's what I've learned. Talking to people, they do not. So it's like everybody needs this information. It doesn't matter your race or your class, or anything like that. Everybody needs this information. It is so very important.
Yes.
So whatever you can do, like everything is important. And another thing I want to mention, during my personal financial checkup, when I met with Elaine, and I'm gonna go back to, I want to touch on this a little bit because this is very important. We talked about savings. And starting an emergency fund. So, with even if you have insurance, you definitely want to have an emergency fund.
Yeah.
So, that's something where I start putting money towards, right?
Yeah.
And I've been doing it, but now I got a little bit more aggressive with it. So I had to make sacrifices. I can't probably buy all the nicest stuff that I want or, go somewhere. And it's the pandemic anyway. So I'm like, okay, I can stay down for a while and, and invest back into myself, right? But the thing is, because of my father's death, expenses had to be paid. And, it's a process, you have to do paperwork and stuff in order to receive, your funds, right?
Yeah.
I was able to go into my emergency fund and make sure that all the expenses were paid.
Ooh, come on. Come on through.
You know,
right? You have an emergency fund, you can prepare for the what ifs of life, right? And even though she's going to get the money later, she's able to temporarily borrow from herself.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
You have to get this in place.
Yes. And I think that's very, very important.
Yeah.
To have that emergency fund in place because we didn't expect this. I didn't expect this.
Of course not.
But when it happened, I knew things had to be paid and I wanted to continue to live out, my father's wishes. And I was able to do that.
Yes. I love that. Amazing. I've been asking, do you guys need a personal financial checkup? If it's something that you need, make sure that you check in with the person who invited you to this live, that has you listening to this live. They cared about you, loved you enough to invite you to this live. Make sure that you are seeing do I need a personal checkup? Let me check in with them because to go over your numbers, oh my goodness, people always avoid going over their numbers and looking at it. And what you said, Kamisha, that was very important was, starting to aggressively save. So even though you were saving a little bit, right, you were at least on track, right? You started saving, right? Everybody's at different levels of that. But the idea that you said, I'm going to aggressively save now that I have a better understanding. And then the second thing you said was sacrifice.
Yes.
That's a good one, y'all. I was like, sacrifice. You have to sacrifice sometimes right now temporarily for what you're going to get in the future.
Yes.
What you're going to get.
Permanent blessing, I said. Temporary sacrifice, right? For a permanent blessing.
Come on now. Say that one more time, right? What is it? A temporary sacrifice? Say it one more time.
A temporary sacrifice for a permanent blessing.
For a permanent blessing. I love that. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I love that. So yes, we have to be willing to take that temporary sacrifice for that permanent blessing. I know y'all love that out there. I mean, that was good. That was good, girl. That's a word, right? That's what they say. That'll preach. So that is amazing. So I want to just say thank you so much, Kamisha, for joining us. You gave us so many different gems that I think people definitely need to hear on today. The one that I'm going to go with is temporary sacrifice for a blessing. Oh, Lord. I feel like I need to hallelujah on that. So that was amazing. You talked about personal financial checkups, why you need it. You talked about an emergency fund. So make sure you got to get your savings in place. I call an emergency fund an abundance fund, right? Because when you're living in abundance, you don't have to worry about anything. I don't want to manifest no emergencies, but I want to be in abundance. So if something happens, I'm able to make those moves, especially like the big move that you were able to make during, with your father passing away. So let's get with it, right? Life insurance can benefit you while you're living. I just want to go ahead and get to these comments.
Okay.
As well, because people have been saying some great things, and then I'm gonna let you go. So that Landon put it in there. Temporary sacrifice for a permanent blessing, right? People saying powerful testimony, Kamisha. Blessing to you and your family. Let's put some prayers out there for you in your time. At this point, we have other people. Everybody's loving that temporary sacrifice for a permanent blessing. Girl, you gave a word. That's gonna be tweetable on Facebook. Yes. We're going to have it everywhere. I love it. I love it. Pledge today to have a personal financial checkup so you can prepare for the unexpected. Yes. And then have, the emergency fund for me. That's what everybody's loving that. Life insurance can benefit you while you're living, of course. And let's get financially prepared, folks. We can do this.
Absolutely.
This. So thank you so much, Kamisha, for joining us this morning. I know you need to go ahead and do some self-care, right? I'm all about self-care. You know what I mean? Love on yourself on today. You know, get yourself if you can get yourself a massage, go get your nails done, whatever it is, right? Take a nap.
Yes.
And just be in that position right now to just to definitely love on yourself and love on your family in this difficult time. So I just want to say thank you so much for being willing, and being so open to sharing this information.
Well, thank you, Dr. Roche. Thank you for having me. Again, this right here is the best thing I could have done to protect myself and my family. So thank you, and everybody, get your life insurance in place, and and get educated, and please don't shy away from a personal financial checkup. People don't want to look at that because you will see the reality, but it's really a blessing in the end.
Yes.
It's really a blessing. And continue to get it. If you do it one time, check every year, check annually, because your lifestyle, your income may change, so you want to do things that works for you. You want to be you want to make sure that everything is in place.
Yes.
And manage it. So thank you so much.
All right. Thank you once again. Have a wonderful day. Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hello. Oh my goodness, everybody. Wasn't that an amazing testimony? Man, if you I'm always about commenting and people giving me more and more love, just even saying thank you to Kamisha, that you love that information that she was able to give. She gave us a lot of different nuggets for us to pay attention to. So thank you, Lauren, Dr. and Kamisha. You are on our City Club TV with the CEOs from the industry. All right. You are incredible. Thank you so much. And, thank you. And make sure you guys put a special prayer and special love out there, for Kamisha, for her willingness to be on today, and her and just her heartwarming testimony that we definitely needed. We definitely need it. So thank you for those that are, saying condolences to her family and just having prayers going up to her as well. Okay. So everybody, that is the first testimony, first speaker. We have 3 other amazing speakers on today. We're going to make sure that we learn more and more information as well. She alluded to functions of life insurance, right? Functions of life insurance. And I'm going to take a moment to kind of give you guys, what are those functions of life insurance that you should pay attention to? I'm going to share my screen. We hope that this works. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I have this idea that it's going to work. So let's see what happens. And if it shares the way that I think that it should. Okay. All right. Let's see. Can we do it? I hope that you guys can see this. So I'm going to do a brief, lesson to you guys on the functions of life insurance. So just briefly, these are just amazing life insurance functions that you guys must pay attention to. So the first thing is the death benefit, and that's what Kamisha alluded to. It helps you to replace the income that's going to be lost from the family. So do you love your family? Do you have enough coverage to replace income that's going to be lost? What we notice is that a lot of people end up not having enough life insurance. So even if you do have life insurance, it's still time for a review. Right? Another thing is important is the living benefit that she spoke to. So if you have a critical illness, a terminal illness, then you have the ability to have a living benefit. Okay. And this living benefit can bless you and bless your family, because now you can get a percentage of your life insurance right now, right? Let's say you had a $500,000 life insurance. You're like, oh, I need 100,000 of that right now. They would give it to you at this point. We have seen checks of those who have who benefited from this benefit. Also, there was cash value. She mentioned that she had children, so college funds, right? She also said supplemental retirement. this money is like a little savings account that goes with your cash value, and it will allow you to be able to use it for retirement, college fund, and even those good old savings that she mentioned as well. And guess what, y'all? It's tax advantage. That means the money is tax free. So when you get it to yourself, you don't have to worry about paying the taxes on it as well. And then also estate planning. So if there's any probate or different things that may come up, people are able to use it for that as well. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing. Hopefully that you guys were able to get that information for it. So let me go ahead and look through. People are still sending love as well to Kamisha for being so amazing for us. So let's go ahead and check in with some of our offices. Okay. Were you guys able to see the slide? You guys put in the comments. Let me see if you got, this was a little new for me, but I was like, maybe y'all can see the slides. And if you were able to see it, like, let me know that it showed up. And then I'm going to go to a couple of offices. So I'm hoping these offices are ready to go, and they're ready, because I'm going to end up adding them into this live real quick. And I want you guys to tell me a little bit more. All right, slides were great. Yay, that means you guys got it. I want to make sure that you guys could see it. So that's amazing. And so I'm going to go to the Las Vegas office. I'm going to start with Lisa. Okay, so just like Lisa, get ready. I want you to tell me, what's going on in the Las Vegas office. Let me add you right now.
Yes.
Hello, Lisa.
Hello. Good morning and happy Sensational Saturday. We are excited. Here's some of the people here in the Las Vegas office. Hello, Las Vegas. Good morning. Yes. So I am so excited for this format that we have here, because life insurance is the biggest gift and act of love that you can show for a loved one. So I'm so excited to be able to have this. And Dr. Roche, you are amazing. My sentiments most definitely goes out for Kamisha. But one thing about the testimony that she shared is that people can understand that this is not something she read about. This is something she experienced. So we have real life applications going on here. I'm so excited about the different benefits, the fact that many of us here are scheduling appointments right now to be able to generate money, not just for the now, but for the later, so that people don't have to worry about grieving twice, grieving from the loss of their loved one and grieving because of the lack of money, to be able to continue in a lifestyle that they're accustomed to living in, to be able to have money to send children away to college, to be able to have money to build businesses, to be able to pay your bills off, be debt free, have your house paid off in full. Just whatever your goals and your dreams are, you're able to complete that with life insurance. This business is inflation proof, recession proof, depression proof, and corona proof. So like, comment, and share to all of your loved ones, those you love, those you want to love, because they need to get this information. Las Vegas here.
Oh my goodness. I love what you told everybody. You said and you told everybody. Can you show them one more time and talk to a couple people.
Las Vegas in the house.
Las Vegas.
That's incredible. Thank you so much. We have people that are calling. As you guys get pledges for appointments, make sure you guys put them in the comment. Put your put the city that you're in, and let me know so I can shout you out on this live. So let's go ahead and go to the Long Beach office as well. I see that the Long Beach, I see Long Beach is in the house. Lynn, are you ready? Put a thumbs in the chat. I'm going to take you out, Lisa, and I'm going to put in Lynn, okay? All right. Let's see. Did I add her? Oh, there you go. Hi, Lynn. How are you doing out there in the Long Beach office?
I'm here.
Can I hear you? There you go.
Dr.
Oh, I can hear you. It's a little bit, the connectivity might be a little slower.
Okay.
You might have to take yourself off the
it.
I see people behind you though.
Okay. How's that?
There we go. I can hear you now.
Yeah, we're in the office here in Long Beach. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Doesn't want to see you.
You guys jump off your Wi-Fi right now. Are you off? Get off.
Yeah, I have a huge.
There you go. It just has that has to get that has to be off the Wi-Fi, not everybody. But I did see you guys. What you can do, Lynn, even if I can't hear you, just go ahead and show us the room. Show us the room about what's going on, okay?
Wave.
And wave, everybody. Just go ahead and show us the room. Show us the room about what's going on, okay?
We're making pledges. Everybody wave.
That looks so good. You guys have so many great people that's in the room. I see everybody waving. Everybody's on those phones calling. So, everybody, tell me what are your pledges for that office? How many appointments are you guys going to have by the end of this day?
At the end of the day, we're gonna have 120 pledges minimum.
Woohoo! All right, 120. Did you guys hear that? That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna have some amazing appointments coming up. I love it. All right, thank you so much, Lynn, for joining us. And I'll coming back around again in the next hour. I want to know how far you guys are to your 120 appointment area. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, Lawana, in the Oakland office, are you available? Okay, you're welcome. All right. So it looks like we're going to go to the Oakland office on today as well. Okay. Let's see what's going on in the Oakland office.
No shade.
There we go.
Hey, how's everybody doing? We in Oakland getting it together, ringing bells and setting appointments. Ringing bells and setting appointments. I am so excited. I'm going to walk you through really quickly what we're doing. We're in a brand new office. First, look at our beautiful Jack London office. Yay. It is amazing, right? Let me go to the people. All right, we are in here making phone calls. We got folks standing around, sitting in private offices. We are making phone calls. They don't even want to talk to me right now. They're all too busy. Look at this. Look at phone calls. And we're on the big screen too. Look at this. Phone calls. This is what we're doing. We got our calendars up on the wall. We are setting appointments. So in the last 15 minutes, we've had 6 appointments set. We had 6 appointments set. Woo! Super excited. You know, this is an amazing day for us. It is Life Insurance Awareness Month. This is a labor of love. If you're going to get a phone call, it's because the person loves you and cares about you and your family. This is extremely important. We want everybody to know about these awesome benefits, this new insurance that's offered, something that you've never heard of before, but it is going to benefit you in so many ways, you and your family. I love it. You're going to love it. Living benefits is the way to go. It is helping us all change the trajectory of our families. It is creating generational wealth. It is making some amazing changes, putting protections in place, keeping your family safe, and giving you a reassurance that you have done exactly what you need to do. You know what? You know my motto. If you know me, my motto is death to the GoFundMes. We are not going to allow other people to take care of our families. We are going to take care of our families. And that's what we're going to do today. Help you get those things in place. Amazing. Oh, we got another appointment. We got another appointment.
All
Look at
right.
that.
I love that you guys have the
Yes.
board going and
We're doing it.
everything.
It's happening, Dr. Roche. It is happening. We
Yes.
got appointments going.
My first phone call.
Yes.
I wasted no time. 3 o'clock today.
Oh, 3 o'clock today. She made
Oh,
an
the
appointment
appointment
today.
is today.
I'm not mad at her. She made an
Oh, what
appointment
a
today.
Everybody today.
Yes, it is amazing. We got post-its all over the place. We are setting appointment. We got coffee going. We got food going because we are planning to be here until 2 o'clock. We have set a goal in our office to have 100 appointments today.
Yes.
Today. And we are very well on our way. We are in it for like 47 minutes and we already have now 7 appointments. It is going down in the Oakland office. If you're watching this, yes, if you're watching this live, you better tap in. Tap in. We are ready to call you. Stop by for a policy review. I will put the address of our Jack London office in the chat. We are ready and here to help everybody. This is extremely, extremely important. Extremely important. Where's Dr. Roche? There she goes.
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much, Lawana. That was incredible. I love the testimony about what's going on in the office. I'm glad we got an appointment while we were on live.
Yes, isn't that something?
For today. So that's even better. So now we're going to head out to the Manhattan Beach office. Are y'all ready, Manhattan?
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Ooh, another bell. All right, we're going to the Manhattan Beach office. I see Nicole. I don't know who's going to be the person speaking. Let's see what's happening. All right.
How are you?
To the screen. Hey, Nicole, how are you?
We are so excited. I'm here with the team and we are setting appointments. We are so jazzed and so excited. We're trying to get this camera working, but yeah, we're jazzed. Oh my gosh, the testimonies today were so amazing. We are so excited to be a part of this Labor of Love 2021. All the stories were amazing and we're just setting appointments. Our pledge out of the Manhattan Beach office is to do 100 appointments, 10 appointments per 10 people who are here. And so far we are off to a slow start. However, we're going to make it happen. I think we set so far 5 appointments, but I'm going to pan the room so everybody can say hi, Dana. And we have some more people who are out in the hallway. So I'm gonna walk around so everybody can give a shout out. Here goes Kim.
Yes, let everybody give a shout out.
And let me see. Then we have some more people who are coming around. Bina. And Miss Pam.
Making that money. Who is that on there?
And then we have Matthew, but he's on the phone. He's actually, where's Matthew at?
He's right there.
I know, but I'm trying to see. This camera is going crazy. Say hi, Matthew. Hi. So as you can see, we are making it happen. We're making our phone calls. We are so excited to be a part of this telethon.
All right. Thank you so much, Nicole, for showing us. I mean, it's so many people in that office. Your office is huge. I like this because I get to see everybody's office. So that's amazing. We'll come back to you guys at the next hour. I want to know that you guys have hit a couple of pledges by that time. So let's go ahead and gear it up. Y'all said y'all slow. Let's jump it up together.
We are getting to
build
it.
it up.
Come back to us. Our numbers are going hopefully with more than double, triple.
Yes, let's double it in the next hour. And now I'm going to go to the West Valley office. Thank you, Nicole. All right, we're going to Jacqueline in the West Valley office. Jacqueline, can you hear me? Hi, you can speak.
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, fantastic.
How are you?
Hey, how are things going? Show me the room. Show me the room.
Okay, I'll show you the room. Okay, I'm gonna show you the room. Hold on a sec. You know, I'm challenged, right? Okay, here we go. I'm sorry, Dr. Roche. I am so not.
If you see it, there you go.
You get it? Hey! You gotta be quiet because in the middle of a call right now. We're on a telethon.
Awesome. Well, I'm like, why am I whispering?
Can you hear us?
I see you guys. I see you guys. All right. Yes, we see her on the call. I love the activeness on the call. You know, she is out there making making moves and sharing this information with amazing people. So that's great. I love it. All right. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. I'm gonna go to I already went to the Las Vegas office, but Kayo, do you want to come on? Are you good? All right, I'm going to go ahead and let Kayo come on real quick. Hold on a sec. All right, let's see what's going on in just another Las Vegas span, because Kayo's there. She's on the phone. Looks like she's doing something. You don't have to do much speaking, but I just saw you on here if you want to. So you're making calls?
Yes, I am. Yes. I already made a 3 appointment.
What? 3 appointments? Let's go,
Yes.
everybody. Let's give love to everybody and how many pledges. I need somebody to be counting all these pledges, right? So, put them in the chat. Las Vegas, where are you guys at with it? Manhattan Beach, where are you at? Oakland office, tell me where you're at so far. And now I'm going to head out to the South Bay office. It looks like I see Sam, but I think it may be Shanaka who's going to be speaking. Let's see what happens. Hold on. Oh, let me get back to it. All right, Samantha.
Okay, let me show you the office. Hold on. Here we go. Yes, yes. Can you? Oh, I'm like, what? Oh, okay. Woo, here we go. Yes, yes. Oh my God, I'm trying to pan the room. Oh, turn it this way. Which way? Oh. Oh, there you guys are.
Okay, I was able to see everybody. So how are you guys doing over there in the South office?
Oh, there you go. We're having so much fun.
Yes, I love it. You guys are going to be here for a couple of hours. I hope that you guys
we are
coming in. Let's go. How are things going?
Things are going well. We're scheduling appointments, so we're trying to get as much done as we can.
What is your pledge? What is your pledge for today? How many appointments do you guys have today?
What's our pledge? Like 10 appointments? How many appointments? What's our pledge? So our pledge is 70 appointments total.
70 appointments total. Let's go.
Yes.
When I come back in the next hour, I want to know that you guys are almost there. All right.
Okay.
Pick it up.
Thank you.
I'm going to go into the office.
Okay. All right.
Bye. All right. Let me just go to Michelle for a second, just for a little comic relief before we go to the next hour. Let's go. Michelle, how are you doing?
Oh my gosh, Dr. Roche, listen, I just got off the phone. I just made 24 appointments, literally 24 appointments. I don't have too much time because, my phone's ringing right now. Ring-a-ding-ding, ring-a-ding-ding. Listen, time is money, and we on the countdown over here, right? So listen, let me make this fast, short, and sweet. You know, we got so many people, so many calls. All of our office rooms are full of people making calls. Oh, you hear that in the background? Oh, that is the sound of appointments. So listen, oh my gosh, hold on. Let me just show you these 3 ladies right here because we are jam-packed busy in here. Hold on 1 second. Let me just get my little camera together. Show you some of these hardworking ladies up in here. Dedicated to the mission. Okay, come on. Who is that? Is that Wavette SFD? Is that Wavette SFD? Come on, Wavette SFD. What are you doing? Okay, is that Davina? That is the rising star, Davina. Oh, and this is the star, Miss Lustar, making appointments. Oh my gosh, I'm being too loud. Y'all, listen, we ain't got no time to play. We don't have no time to play. It is not a game. It is National Life Insurance Awareness Month, and we have made a pledge for 100 people in the Walnut Creek office. And listen, our appointments are rolling in right now, okay? Listen, stay tuned. More to come. Talk to you soon, Dr. Roche.
Wow, Michelle, that was incredible. I love it. I love it. So we already know that we can have that good comic relief and that good energy and excitement from Michelle FD. So that was incredible. Man, did you guys see all these offices that we have that's out there, calling people, sharing this word, and really going hard for this mission and this cause? It's a labor of love, a labor of love. So who do you love? Who do you love? I mean, if you could make a list of people that you love, who would those people be? Who would be that top 5 people that you love? What is that top 25 people that you love? What's the top 100 people that you love? We want to make sure that if we're really loving on people, that we continue to love on them throughout, right? We want to make sure that their families are going to be protected. We want to make sure that they're going to be protected, with the living benefits. So I am so excited to be doing this live. I love going to the offices and seeing all the energy of what's going on in everybody's office. We have another speaker that's coming on. It looks like he's ready. So we're going to be jumping on very quickly with him. I want everybody in the offices. So whatever office that you're in, I need you guys to tell me where you guys are with the calls. It doesn't matter. We just got started. If you only have 2 pledges, you have 10 pledges, put the city and state that you're in the comments and tell me how many pledges. Okay. I just want to know that so I can easily, maybe somebody else can calculate where we are. But I know that we're going to have well over hundreds of appointments on today alone. So now we're going to talk a little bit more as we are in Life Insurance Awareness Month, right? That's why we're doing this labor of love and why we're doing this telethon. We want to talk to business owners, right? To business owners. Business owners, there's a particular, reason why you need life insurance, right? And I want us to talk a little bit about why maybe life insurance could be important for a business owner. But I have a special guest on today who has a passion for business and passion for helping people get to business. A lot of times we struggle in business because we don't have, anybody to kind of coach us through the process. Sometimes we don't understand how to get funding for it. And so he has, an Inclusivity Project. He's going to give me all of the links and everything so I can make sure I can put it in the chat. But it's going to tell us a lot more about what is possible for the, for business owners. Okay. So let me go ahead and bring him on. His name is Chris Horton. So let me see. Chris, are you ready? Hold on. Wait, where'd you go? You were there. Oh, there you go. All right. I see you. Oh, okay. Good. I got you.
Yes, you do.
Hi, Chris. How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you, family?
I'm doing so good. Can you tell me a little bit about who you are, right? Sure. What's your industry? I know you're extremely passionate, but let the people know how passionate you are as well. Okay.
Absolutely. So again, thank you for having me on. I love, why that she always reaches out to me and says, hey, I'm going to be doing this here. Can you do it? And, unfortunately, my family, we're going through something right now. We had and this is ideal for everyone on this call to hear this here. So my family, what we're dealing with right now down in Louisiana and Texas, I had a brother-in-law that just passed away a couple of weeks ago to COVID. We just had his funeral last Friday. And then another brother of mine is actually in the hospital. He has lost the battle to COVID and he's on a ventilator. And so today the family will be having a family meeting to discuss if we are going to take him off the ventilator or if we're going to leave him on the ventilator and let God determine his course, because the doctor said he's not going to come back from this. And it's a matter of taking him off the ventilator or allowing his heart to just stop working. So when we talk about life insurance awareness, what I have learned and what prompted the passion for the Inclusivity Project, it's not the technical assistance that we do. And so when you talk about an entrepreneur, there's 4 phases that a business is going to go through. You're a starter, you're a growth, you're in mature, you're a startup business, you're in growth mode, you are a mature business, or you're going to transition out of the business. And so we realize that there are different needs. And so the Inclusivity Project is an initiative of the Northern California Small Business Development Center. The SBDC, we are partially funded by the SBA, and we're partially funded by the state of California, the governor's office called GoBiz. And so we provide technical assistance, help you with business plans, help you with projections, help you get access to capital for your business, equipment purchasing, staffing, HR, legal, business structure. We do everything from start to exiting the business, right? And so last year, I was helping all these businesses with seeking the SBA Economic Disaster Injury Loan, and helping folks with the PPP, the Paycheck Protection Program, and then the California Relief Grant this year, the California Rebuilding Fund. And our community was the most impacted. Our community, we didn't have a banking relationship, a business banking relationship for the banks to want to help us with the PPP. We didn't have our documentation. We didn't have records of how we were paying people. Our folks didn't even know we qualified as a sole proprietor for the Paycheck Protection Program, right?
I didn't know that either. I learned that from your program.
Right. And so as I was helping folks out, I then did some research, and the research came back that prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, there were more than 1 million Black or African-American owned businesses across this country. Within 2 months, folks, we lost 440,000. They completely shifted. Almost half, 41%, completely shut their doors, right? And so I was like, hold up, this doesn't make any sense to me. If the SBDC is in every county across the country, how did those 440,000 not know? Didn't know to keep their doors open. As I was going through that, my brother Fred passed away in October. My brother-in-law Wilford passed away in November. December, my Aunt Bean passed away, and December, Christmas Eve, is the anniversary of my mom's death. So going through all that death, right? Listen what happened. My family struggled coming up with money to pay for a funeral. They all called me and said, Chris, we need help, and I'm happy to help. But the question was, did we not have any life insurance in place? Right. And then you found out that folks were living paycheck to paycheck. Right? And so I said, okay, if I am a financial professional and a business expert, how does my family go through what they're going through? Did I fail my family by not bringing it to them? Now, I own a financial practice myself, and life insurance is my number one product. And the reason why it's my number one product is because we want to ensure two things happen. Most people like to talk about your death benefit. In the event that you pass away, we don't want to burden our survivors, right? With, funeral costs, loss of income, and limiting the quality of life that people have, okay? I like to look at the living benefit. While you are alive and you can use that money, why not be your own bank? Don't need to go to the bank. So think about it. If this team here was able to educate the country about life insurance and the living benefit, just imagine for a second how many of those 440,000 businesses that shut their doors would still be open. Let's stop with that. Think about that for a minute. That's why that and this team is doing. This labor of love is so important. It's so important because in the event that life events happen, you don't need to depend on anyone else. You can be your own bank. You can go and get your own resources to do and handle those things when they come up unexpectedly. But I got 5 deaths that I am paying for because my family hadn't been educated on the benefit of putting life insurance in place in the event of something like this. So I'll pause there.
So incredible, because it shows you that even if you get some life insurance on yourself, anybody in your family who's not protected, you should go ahead and pay for their life insurance too. Right? Because you may be responsible whether sooner than later, right? It's going to end up happening. And it tells you that it's like, anything can happen, right? In a world that we just lived in, particularly in, I guess we're still living in, I was going to say in 2020, I was like, we're still here. In this pandemic, nobody could have expected that this would happen, right? and that, you know, this would then impact us from a physical place where a lot of people have passed away, but also from career and financial place. Economically, it's definitely, you know, caused extreme hardship for people.
Yeah.
How do you think that like life insurance could help businesses? Like if those businesses had life insurance, how would that may have supported them, you know, not shutting their doors from what you know about business?
Absolutely. Well, like I said, with the living benefit, it allows you to be your own bank. There's no credit requirement. There's no debt to income ratios. There's no collateral that you need to pledge. A life event comes up. And one of the things that I talk to business owners about is business overhead expenses and salary continuation. So imagine if in the event something happens, you go somewhere on vacation, you get injured, you come back and you can't work for 6 to 12 months.
Right.
Having something in place to ensure that you are going to still be able to meet your monthly obligations. You're not going to have your quality of life disrupted.
Yeah.
That's what these sort of tools and vehicles can do for you. Yeah. I believe, and we're dealing with a current situation right now. Look at what's happening in Louisiana right now with right? You think about what all those people are going to have to go through to rebound or to recover from this. New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, like all of these places that have been hit not by COVID, but by hurricanes and weather. So having something like life insurance in place where in the event of an unforeseen event happens, you're not worried about having to address it with your next paycheck. And okay, am I going to be able to pay my bills, or do I take care of, you know, keeping me safe during this pandemic that I'm going through? The same thing as, you know, if you're needing to meet your monthly obligations, if you're a business owner and you have suppliers, you have vendors, you have employees, you didn't need the Paycheck Protection Program. You can go do your own thing and make certain that you can ensure that your employees are there. But more importantly, you are able to make certain that you and your family are taken care of. You and your family have what you need because you have this business, because you believe the business would provide you the flexibility, the freedoms, and the securities that you want. That's what life insurance can do. It gives you a peace of mind that in the event, what if, you don't have to worry about what if. You don't need to jump through the hoops, you know, with creditors and, you know, with insurance policies or carriers that say, oh, you need to meet these criteria. Well, hey, I have an insurance policy in place. It has a living benefit. In the event of my death, my survivors aren't struggling. My survivors aren't calling their cousin, their uncle out in California and saying, can you help us? Our relatives aren't sitting, you know, in an obituary or in a mortuary for an extended period of time because we're scrambling trying to scrape up pennies to pay for their final affairs. So it's really, really important to just take a look. And I can tell you from the South, listen, I was born in New Orleans, Louisiana. I was raised in Texas. I know my mom never talked to me about life insurance. My uncles weren't talking about life insurance. Now, I know my family and us down south, you know, we may have this superstition that, oh, if I talk about life insurance, I'm setting myself up, you know, that something's going to happen to me. No, you can't think about it that way. That's, you know, a limited vision of what's important. What's important are your survivors and your freedom and flexibility that if life events happen, you have something put in place, a vehicle that provides you the financial needs that you have, or the financial means that you need to address anything that comes up.
Oh my goodness. Yes. I mean, I totally agree. I grew up in California in the Bay Area, Oakland, but I went to school in New Orleans.
Oh, okay.
You know, and so people don't talk about it enough. You know, a lot of times I feel like the older generations, they all had it, you know, but then there was like some lack of communication in educating the generation to come after. And so it seems like, you know, the most of the generations now, millennial, Gen Xers, we don't have, you know, life insurance, and we see it from a negative perspective a lot too.
Right. You know, one thing, I was going to share something with you. Check this out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Back in the days, decades ago, this vehicle, life insurance, is how the wealthy transferred wealth.
Yes.
So if we want to get on track and change this wealth gap and change generational cycles of not leaving a legacy, this is the number one way that you can do that. Next to having a home and home onto your relatives, the next best thing is this vehicle called life insurance. Because there are ways that you can structure life insurance today to ensure that the next generation has a leg up and the next generation has a leg up. So I just wanted to throw that out there because that's important for people to know that this is a way that if you want to leave a legacy, this is how you can do it.
Yes, I totally agree. This is the legacy builder. I was talking to a friend and we said, this is like that one money move that can change generations to come.
Absolutely.
Right? This is a huge money move that will change generations to come. And I think that we need to understand that, you know, especially if you look at like a history of generations of struggle, right? I say, you know, I'm actually a psychologist, but I notice that people are like addicted to the struggle of like, you know, of money challenges, right? And I realized that we can stop that struggle and stop that cycle by something as simple as just life insurance, right? You can buy it for and get, you know, thousands from it, right? So it's something that people definitely need to do. And I like when you said life insurance gives you a peace of mind, right? It definitely gives you a peace of mind. Can you tell people a little bit more? You mentioned like the small business development centers. And I want people to be able to connect with you. So if you have a business out there and you know that you need help with your business, a lot of the information that you shared, you know, with like the legal, the structuring, you know, taxes, funding, a lot of people know when they're going into business that they need to jump into all of these things, right? Like they don't even have no concept of all of this. And so they definitely need, you know, help. And so I want to make sure that people, you know, are able to, you know, get this information. So I have the Inclusivity Project. I'm about to put that up in here because I want people to go there and, you know, tell them a little bit about what the process is. Once they go there, I know it's like a little screening. I mean, I went through the process, but I want you to go ahead and share with them.
Sure. So what ends up happening, you know, you go to the inclusivityproject.com. It's our website, it's our landing page. It's a single place for folks to go. You can learn about the project. You can learn about what our initiatives are. You know, we want to, you know, help, and we want to invite 1,000 Black and African American businesses into the Inclusivity Project. We've exceeded that. We're over 1,200. So in 6 months, 1,200 in 6 months.
What? Oh
my
goodness.
Right.
What about that Project 1000 mission, you guys? That means all of his business owners also need life insurance. So we need the people to help them get there.
Absolutely. And then, you know, the next initiative of the the next matrix of the Inclusivity Project is we want to help to connect, listen to me, folks, Black and African American entrepreneurs with $100 million to fund their business, to grow their business, to expand their business. The third thing is we want to start. So if you have an idea and you want to start a new business, we have a goal. We want to help start 100 new Black or African American businesses. And for you ladies out there, I love my mom, my sister, and my aunts. 50% of the businesses that we start are to be Black and African American women-owned businesses.
Yes,
there it is. So the initiative is really about providing you complimentary, free. Your taxpayer dollars allow us to do this. So there's no cost for you to be part of the Inclusivity Project. The Inclusivity Project is a challenge. It's not for us to challenge you like a coach who wants to train you for that next race. No, it's for you, the entrepreneur, to challenge the institution called the SBDC, to challenge overcoming systemic barriers that we have been left out, forgotten, and left on the side with these tools and resources. So all you got to do is go to theinclusivityproject.com. You sign up to join the challenge. You'll get a confirmation email with a link to a video that I'm personally welcoming you into our community, thanking you for giving us an opportunity to partner with you and support your dream, your passion, and your vision. Within 2 business days, our centralized intake, they're just going to call, welcome you, thank you, ask some questions just to understand, are you already in business? Are you getting ready to start a business? So that we can make certain that we match you up with the right advisor. Then that advisor is going to reach out to you, going to go through a needs assessment to understand what your need, what your opportunity is, and then put a game plan together. This is a lifetime of mentoring, coaching, and advising, no cost. So go ahead and sign up.
Yes. I love it. Yes. Make sure that you guys go to the Inclusivity Project. I think it's huge, right? To have direction, right? They often say that success leaves clues, it leaves crumbs, right? So if that means if you're able to get an advisor who's already had their own successful business and they're able to give you step-by-step game plan on how to make your business amazing, then you want to go ahead and take advantage of this. And then guess what? He said the magic word, free. It's free.
Right.
There's no cost to you for it. And that means that if you're in place and you have the right type of business plan, business structuring, and you're developing something, that $100 million funding, once they get into that area, you'll be in position to get that. And that means you can scale up your business. Maybe your business was only making 50,000. Now it can make 6 figures. Now it can make multi-6 figures. And then guess what? It could be in the 7-figure club because you get some funding to market it the way in which you need to. So everybody, make sure you go to the Inclusivity Project, sign up, right? And make sure that you are a part of that, getting these benefits. They're free. They already have 1,200 people. Therefore, they're extremely busy, right? They probably got more, demand than they were expecting, right? So you get a part of the beginning. The beginning is always the best.
Absolutely.
So I'm just thank you so much for like your passion in this area, noticing that there was a need and, creating something, coming with like, partnering up with other people to create something very important.
Absolutely. I'm happy to be here, happy to be a resource, and as I wrap this up, I just want you to know how important this is to me. So I've already, I was home, for my relative's funeral last Friday, and I was talking to the pastor afterwards, and he said, good to see you, and, doing all that, right? And I said, Pastor, I can tell you this, when you give my eulogy, my eulogy will say that Chris Horton's legacy was the Inclusivity Project.
Yes. Amazing. Right. Putting that out there. So the Inclusivity Project, you guys know about it. And remember, connect Chris Horton to it. This is the legacy. This is the work and the passion that he's putting into like his life to make sure that he has, 100 new business owners, right? That he helps 1,200 plus, right? Per year of businesses end up growing and stabilizing, so what happened in the pandemic no longer ever happens, to, the African American community anymore. When it comes down to business, right? We're so innovative in our ideas and throwing things out there, but we don't have the good stability and foundation. And that's what the Inclusivity Project is going to help you with.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much. And just our first testimonial person recently had a death. You also had a death. So let's give some love and some prayers to you. That hopefully that you're practicing some self-care, that you're not too much of a workaholic. Like I say, take a nap, you know what I'm saying? Have yourself like a nice little, massage, or do something to just enjoy life on today as well. And some people said that they're calling their family in Louisiana right now, right? You gave them people let's talk to the people who are not talking about this information.
Absolutely. And don't keep the Inclusivity Project a secret, because I just want everyone to know this is it's a national program. So I talked to the center director of the Louisiana SBDC, state SBDC. So if you got folks back home and if they need help, hey, I'm going to put my phone number in the chat, because I'm not a secret. I'm not trying to hide from you. If you have a need, reach out. Everyone in this Inclusivity Project is an extended family member of mine. You are all cousins, aunts, and uncles that I'm meeting for the first time. And you're saying, family, I want. That's all you got to do.
Yes. Hold on. I want to put it in the chat. So thank you so much. Make sure that you guys see this. So Chris Horton is giving his phone number out, right? I think that he's doing too much. I don't know how he's going to be able to handle people calling him. However, that's what that was actually the opposite of the self-care thing that I was by giving out your phone number to people. However, it definitely shows how committed and dedicated that he is to making sure you get this information. I would say going to the Inclusivity Project first, right? Don't give him, don't call him with little things. Let's get started. You know, I have a wonderful advisor. You know, I'm gonna give her a shout out, Bernice Johnson.
Oh yeah.
You know, and Bernice is just like my favorite anyway. She was one of my first business coaches back in the day.
Okay.
So it's awesome to be reconnected with her in the Inclusivity Project, just holding yourself accountable. So everybody, make sure you guys go there. I just want to say thank you one more time. I'll put your information up one more time.
You should. Yeah, you should.
All right, we're done. Okay. You know, but you know, he gave us some great information as to getting your business together. That's what's important. It looks like we have people, you know, saying thank you to you, right? Your words were like gold, right? Like gold, right? Prayers for you and your family, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
It seems like the team in Memphis is making appointments and getting pledges. Awesome. All right, so you like have people going to different like states and they're thinking. Thank you, Chris. A lot of people sending you prayers to you and your family.
Thank you.
And just like keep and everybody said keep doing too much, right? Like I said,
I'm going to. I joke around. I tell folks, listen, God put me on this earth for a mission. And the things that I know, the tools that I have access to, they're not meant to go in the grave with me. They're meant to be imparted upon folks that need it. And God has a great place for me to rest when he brings me home.
Yes. So you'll sleep later.
I'll sleep later. Yep.
You'll sleep later. So yeah, I love to keep doing too much, right? Go out there and keep doing too much and make sure that you have to have some fun and enjoyment as well. Sure. All right. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Make sure everybody knows the Inclusivity Project. I would say sign up for it right now. You don't want to allow time to pass because then procrastination sets in and then you forget about it.
Right.
So sign up for it so they'll be in order for them to give you a call. Okay. So, all right. Thank you so much, Chris. We're going to let you go and I'm going to put your number out there because we still keep doing too much. All right. Bye.
Bye now.
Wow, everybody. How incredible was that? You know, Chris Horton really gave us some gems like to really hold on to. And based on his own personal story and his own personal testimony as to why, you know, business is important, but also why life insurance is important, right? I mean, that was like 5 family deaths and 5 families not prepared, right? 5 families that were not prepared. Can you, you know, how incredible is that we're not sharing this information enough, right? We need to be sharing this information enough because 5 families should have never not been prepared back to back, right? So we want to make sure that families are getting prepared. So we're going to go back to everybody in their offices. I love when you guys kind of give me a little bit of a talk about what's going on in the office. I want you guys to tell me, you know, your numbers in the office. Tell me what stood out about what Chris Horton said, what Kamisha has said thus far. It gives me a tad bit of a little break so I can drink some water and stuff like that and get some air. So I want y'all to go ahead and give me some information as well. It looks like I'm going to go ahead and tell the pledges. It looks like Long Beach has 37 pledges so far. So I do want to know where you guys are at. If there's somebody out there in the world who can count all these pledges that are going to end up coming in too. Okay. All right. Let's go with, let me see who's available and ready. I definitely see Las Vegas is ready. Lisa, are you okay to come on? Go ahead and give me a thumbs up. All right. We're going to put you on in here. All right. There you go.
Oh my goodness. We are so excited about Life Insurance Awareness Month. We have 17 pledges in this office so far, still counting. We've received pledges for free policy reviews. We received pledges for people who want to protect their family, pledges for people who are referring others all across the country, and pledges for complimentary financial literacy. People want this information. You could go to a post-secondary educational institution and pay thousands of dollars and still not receive the value of what we have right now. So I'm excited. I love the platform. Yes, I wrote down the Inclusivity Project, and most definitely that's a priority. And I tell you, if you didn't realize, you should realize today from everybody that has spoken so far that it's real. People come, people go. And if you go, you definitely want to be able to have an opportunity to live comfortably, to be able to leave a legacy, to be able to know that when you pass that baton, willingly or unwillingly, well, you know, you don't have any choice in that. When it's your time, it's your time. But to know that you can rest in heaven peacefully because your family, your loved ones, those that you desire to be with the most, those that are near and dear to your heart are protected. So I encourage you to like, comment, and share. Life Insurance Awareness Month. We're kicking off Project 1000 and we're still a little bit short. We still need you to join us on this mission to share this love. This is a labor of love, a labor of love that lasts for generations and generations to generation. So reach out in your contacts, pledge for free policy reviews. Ask someone if you want to pledge to protect your family. Ask someone for referral. Yes, referrals. More
Yeah,
referrals.
more
Referrals are
referrals.
the lifeblood of our business. So if
Yeah.
somebody says, you know what, I really appreciate you, one way that they can show how they really appreciate you is to refer someone. So don't be bashful. Share the
Yeah.
love. And you know something else that's beautiful about what we have? In reference, in addition to offering all of the living benefits, you don't have to die to receive this. But while we're living, to accumulate tax advantage generational wealth. But
Yes.
there's also the opportunity to join us. If you like what we're doing and you would say, oh, I would love to be on that telethon to help them. I would love to be able to participate. They look like they're having a lot of fun. They look like they're helping a lot of people. They're making a lot of money and they're having a lot of fun. And you want to walk alongside us, then all you have to do is connect with the person who connected you here today, and they'll be happy to talk to you about career opportunities in this industry. It is awesome and amazing. I'm telling you what I know. It's been real, live, awesome, and amazing for many, many years, since August 8th, 1988.
Oh,
And
wow.
I'm excited about it. So I pass the baton back to you, Dr. Roche. We're having
Thank
fun
you.
up in here. I'm just going to show you just a little
Yeah,
bit
show
about what's
forth the
happening.
room.
We have Alonda here. All right, she has her her phone. We have Christine. Wave, Christine. All right, we have Sayori. Yes, we have Kayo. We had Jay. We had so many people. We have food. We have beverages, and we have excitement. So we have rooms filled with people, and our office is also making calls. So we're just excited about being here today. Now, I pass the time back to you.
Thank you so much, Lisa.
You're
Londa
welcome.
out there killing it. I love it, love it, love it. And she said since 1980 something. Wow, she's been doing this work and putting in, walking the pavement and sharing this information with other people. So thank you so much, Lisa. I'm gonna go over to the Manhattan Beach. I see that they have 25 pledges. Let me go ahead. I see Lakeisha is there. I'm about to join you in and bye, Lisa.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Hello, Dr.
Hi,
Roche.
Lakeisha.
Hello, Krishana.
Hey, Krishana,
Yes,
from the office.
Yes, I'm going to show you some of our amazing agents who are hardworking, making phone calls. We said we were going to double or triple our numbers. Let's see if I can turn this so you guys can see them over there. We're kind of spread out everywhere, so we can make those calls. Thank you. So we are at 25 right now, and our goal is 100. And we are super, super excited, you guys, to be doing this together in the office and across the different offices. What was that? So life insurance, I mean, this is something that everyone needs to know. And of course, we know it's not enough to just have protection, but we have to have the right kind of protection and the right amount of protection. So that is also our focus. We're reaching out to our family and friends who already have life insurance, our past clients, and some of our, for their spouses or their children or their neighbors or coworkers, because we want to make sure, and it's not enough, again, just to say, yes, I have life insurance, but have you taken the time to pull it out? Have you taken the time to review and analyze it with the professional who can make sure that you have the right amount of coverage and the right kind of protection? That's what we're doing, and we're very excited. So thank you so much, Dr. Roche.
Thank you so much. You guys hear that? 25 pledges already in there. So that means in the last 30 minutes, they've already done 25. So we're going to see 100 by the end of this, end of it. I see somebody waving at the back. I can see him.
Yep, Miss Janice FD.
Hey, how are you?
We're so excited. Thank you for having us on.
Yes. All right. Well, we're going to go to the next office. It looks like Lachey is over there in the Oakland office. I'm about to put you in, Lachey.
Hey, Dr. Roche, we are over here getting it popping. We have secured another pledge so far. Can you guys hear me? Okay, so far we have about 21 pledges so far. We have Miss Marion and Melinda over here securing. Let's see. We have people all over the office. We are securing these pledges. We have Miss Ty over here in the corner. And we have the whole crew over here in the conference room. We put up the calendar on the wall so we can keep a count of where we are throughout the day. And so
yeah,
we're
closer to that.
here being blessed, I like to see that. Blessings onto others and share this information on this labor of love during this Life Insurance Awareness Month.
Nice. Go back to that little calendar thing. I liked how it looked.
Okay. Yes, we want to make sure we don't have any double bookings and that we are trying to fill up our calendars in the most efficient way. So let's see. So we got everybody here. We got Diane, Luana, Aisha, Missy Lane. Ooh, Missy Lane, she double. So yes, we are keeping busy and utilizing the 10 to 2 during the labor of love.
I see. I'm gonna go over to Elaine just real quick because I see her like with her phone in her hand. Look at that, Elaine is actually over there making calls. I can see people doing their thing.
If you can see her in this office.
So thank you. I'm gonna head over to the Long Beach office with Lynn. The Long Beach has been doing it. I've been seeing them. Bye, Lachey.
Hi, Dr. Lachey.
How are you?
I'm well. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you way better now.
Awesome,
Thank you.
awesome. So I won't move around, but we got a lot of people in the office. We have about 10 agents in the office making appointments. I mean, they're getting appointments for tomorrow. They're busy.
Where are you guys at right now? 41 pledges, right?
Yes, we're at 41 pledges and counting. So we have agents that, now we're at 44. So I just heard we were at 44 pledges, Dr. Roche. 44 out of the 120. So we're doing good, rocking and rolling here in Long Beach. So we have agents that are in Houston, Texas, scheduling PFCs for tomorrow. We have agents in Eufaula, Alabama, scheduling PFCs. So we're getting I don't even PFCs. Know exactly, right? Eufaula. So yeah, Eufaula. So it's down there in rural Alabama. I think she's a couple of hours outside of Birmingham. So
oh, tell me, so people are licensed everywhere. So even though we're coming from California and you guys are also in California, where are people licensed at? So just ask them to shout out different places that they're licensed.
Yeah. So shout out where you're licensed at. From the Long Beach team, I can tell you we are in Alabama. We have Ohio. We have a gentleman right now. He's from Long Beach, but Paramount, California. He's in Ohio right now. Shout out to Commissioner Tony. We have Soledad, California, Houston, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia. So we're all over here from the Long Beach office.
Right. So we are taking over the country. Country, everybody. So that expansion. Yes, I love it, love it, love it that we are like taking over everywhere. So look at what does it say? Long Beach, work it, right? So different people. So you guys are doing amazing. I love all the stuff that everybody's doing. Somebody says Linda in Texas. So yes. Everybody, we're taking over the country. We're licensed everywhere so we can help you with your financial needs. So thank you so much, Lynn. I'm gonna let you off for a second, and I'll give another lesson. All right, bye. All right, you guys. So as you can see, like we're licensed everywhere. We're live from multiple offices, right? So the Manhattan Beach, the Long Beach, the Las Vegas office, Oakland office, even Walnut Creek. We'll end up coming back to Walnut Creek. I'm in Walnut Creek right now. So I'd have to kind of go around to get people to join in. Walnut Creek, you ready?
Oh, you want to take over?
I just want y'all to come back on again.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, it looks like my mom has appointment. Sorry, they're talking to me for next Saturday. So go A team. We got Al Weather saying Strong Beach, right? So that Long Beach is really going hard. So let me go ahead and share some more information about life insurance. I told you guys about like the functions of life insurance, but let me go ahead and tell you guys the types. So let me see if I can share this screen one more time. All this is like a little new to me, so it's all exciting, all the stuff that I'm doing, you guys. So let's see how it works this go round. Okay, let's see here. Is this one? All right, so we already went through the different functions of life insurance. I want us to go ahead and go to the different types of life insurance real quick. Okay, so there's types of life insurance. Now, one type of life insurance is the term policy, right? And that's why, it's so important. I think Lisa and a couple people alluded to the fact that you want to see what type of coverage that you have. That's why you want to do some reviews and see like what type of life insurance you have as well. So there's one life insurance called the term life insurance. What is the positive of a term policy? Well, it's inexpensive. Right? Inexpensive. That's what makes it a positive. But the negative, or maybe one of the cons, is the fact that it's going to expire. So expire means that it may be a 10-year term, a 20-year term, or a 30-year term. So that means that it's extremely important for you to go and check, where am I, when it comes down to my term policy. Maybe you got it when you were younger. Maybe your term is going to be up in the next 5 years. Have you paid attention? This is why you need to reach out to us, and we need to get these reviews done. Next thing is that that a lot of people are aware of is the whole life policy. So the whole life policy, what's good about it? Well, it's permanent. It doesn't have that expiration date on it. It also has the cash value, which is that savings component that we like. The con about it is that the savings component has a very low rate of return. So maybe about 2 to 3%. Now, I know a lot of you guys haven't heard the full presentation where we give some real financial literacy, but 2 to 3% is pretty low rate of return for people when you look at the cost of living and you look at inflation, okay? Additionally, whole life can be very rigid. So if you forget to pay for something, it can completely lapse. And that's some of the fears that a lot of people have. Like, oh, I've been paying for so long, and then all of a sudden my policy lapsed, right? But we make sure, that's why we say the personal financial checkup, we want to get you into something that you can afford, right? Then the next policy is the universal life. Now, we said the whole life was very rigid. But universal life is flexible, right? It has a little bit of flexibility on how much you can put inside of the cash value, right? Is that going to be more money than your premium? Is it maybe when you're having a financial hardship, you can put a minimum amount in, as well as it's permanent and it has the savings component. Now, the cash value inside of a universal life, which is the con, still has a pretty low rate of return, about 3 to 4%, okay? So that's just like right there at inflation. We also have what is called the variable universal life, right? And we like to educate people on everything that is possible, but then we'll kind of recommend what we think is the best for you. But we want you to be able to make your own informed decision. So a variable universal life can be permanent, ? Right? It also can have cash value, and it can be flexible. However, the cash value is in the stock market, right? So as we can see, the market goes up, but it also goes down. And therefore your policy can lapse, and that could be a con. And so we don't really help people with the variable universal life, right? I don't want my family to end up losing out on their policy for any type of reason. So there's something that kind of combines and does all of them, and it's called the index universal life. It's also known as the IUL. And so that means it's flexible. That means that if your premium is $200, if you have a financial hardship, you can bring it down to $100, right? If you want to put more money in the cash value because you're like, oh my God, it's tax advantage and I'm saving even more and the interest rate is so good, you can now put up maybe to $500 in there, right? It's also permanent. It's going to last your whole entire life. As well as the cash value is inside of the index. And, and maybe on our next round, I'll show a slide of what is the index? What does that mean? And you can see that with the index, when the market goes up, guess what? Your money goes up. But when the stock market goes down, your money locks in and you don't lose any of your money. We love not losing, right? But we love to also gain. And so it's the best of both worlds. Now, the con of it is that the cash value is capped, right? Meaning the index can be capped. So if the market does 25% in return, you may only make 15%. And some people care about that, but most people don't even notice that that's even happening. You just be excited about your 15. So that is, I just wanted to give you guys a quick lesson on the types of life insurance. Okay. And that's the question. Do you have the right kind for you? Do you have the right kind for you? So make sure that you guys are liking, you're commenting, and you're sharing this. We still have an amazing, 2 hours left inside of this. And we have two incredible speakers that are going to come up on the top of the hour. So we have a little bit of time as well before we actually get started on the next one. Okay. So a little bit of time. Matter of fact, I can probably give you guys another little lesson. Let me see if I can find information about the index. Well, actually, let me tell you guys about me. I don't think I told you guys who I am and what I do. I forgot to give you my my little intro, and we've already been in. But you guys, it's a labor of love, right? So who do you love? My name is Dr. Roche. Dr. Roche Brown. I also call myself the doctor of rethinking because I help people to remix their thinking so they can make money, manage money, and of course, multiply their money. Who doesn't want to multiply their money? Let's multiply, 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 right? And so what we do as a whole, even in our whole company, we always are helping people and making money, right? There's opportunities for financially. Maybe you want to help other people get life insurance. Then that's an opportunity for you to actually maybe make some additional money in the financial service field, right? You want to go where the money is, right? Where the money resides, right? And so the money definitely resides in something that is pandemic proof for you to actually join and be able to make money. But also we teach people about managing money, right? So we ask the question, do you need a personal financial checkup? Right? Is that something that you're in need of? Is a personal financial checkup? Because what that does is that it gives us an opportunity for money to go in and money to go out. You want to see what does that look like? A lot of times I notice that people will say, they know how much they make, but then they'll kind of guess. Right. And I remember one of my coaches says, give me the data, not the drama. No, don't all these feelings. I think I make maybe like $2,000. Right. But you only really make $1,900. That extra $100, it matters. It matters. Right. Don't be rounding up. Don't round up on things, So you might need somebody to kind of go over your numbers, like what's coming into your house, but what's going out. A lot of times people will say, I think the cable bill is $200. Right? But it's really $250. That extra $50 matters. So we want people to understand that. And that actually helps you when you're learning about your finances and when you're learning about your life insurance and understanding how much you're supposed to be giving. Okay. So we want to make sure you have the financial checkup in order. Okay. And then also multiplying money. So we understand that life insurance is really inexpensive for how much that you're getting. You can get depending on your age, depending on, your gender, and the sooner you get it, the better, right? But depending on where you are is going to definitely matter of how much the premium is going to cost. Okay. Sorry, somebody's in here. I need to get a fan. It's hot, y'all. I'm dying. So we're getting together in here today. So just pardon my looking away at this time. But So you want to make sure that we start to understand a little bit more. Here you go. Take this one out. About ways that we can multiply our money, and life insurance is a great, way. It's like that one money move that can help generations to come. Woo! That's the fan, y'all. That just made me feel so good. It's hot in here. I have to have the door closed and everything. I feel like I'm dying. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Wavette. Okay. Can you do it now? All right. And so I'm going to actually have like a quick little break. We're going to probably have a good a good comic relief coming in real quick. So one of the things that we do sometimes is get on fire. And so I'm going to have Wavette come in and talk a little bit about fire and life insurance, as well as I'm going to have the comic relief, Michelle, also do that too. And I'm going to have a quick little break. Bye, you guys.
Well, hello there. How was everybody laboring of love over there? Okay, listen, you guys, I just want you guys to know that I'm so moved this morning. I'm so moved. Listen, if I had two phones and if I could be calling people on two phones, I would be doing that, because this today has been powerful. So when I make these calls, I'm also telling people, listen, go on my Facebook, jump on my live, because it is some powerful information and testimonies that you guys are giving today. So I just want to say thank you again. But one thing I wanted to talk about was, how did we get here? And so you guys know the lovely Wavette Johansson SFD. And we actually started this last year because Wavette had came up with this great idea along with Dr. Roche. So Wavette, just tell me, why the labor of love? Why did you come up with this concept that now we have shared with the whole entire census, and now we're doing it nationwide? What was it about this that you wanted to do, and why?
Yeah, so I was inspired to do Labor of Love, as Dr. Roche mentioned in the very beginning, guys, from the Jerry Lewis Telethon. You guys remember, Michelle's probably too young, but years ago, every Labor Day, Jerry Lewis had a telethon. And it was to make awareness of MD. I think because his brother had it or something like that.
Was that in black and white, or was there color?
No, it was not in black and white.
Okay, I just want to see. I can't remember. Okay.
But anyway, it was very inspirational. They would have people come on there. They would talk about what MD was, how they would help us. So it was more about the awareness of what was going on. And they had celebrities on there and guest speakers on there and people calling, making to get pledges. So I said, September is Life Insurance Awareness Month,
and you got plenty of celebrities on your team. So
number one. And so I said it was a chance to make, our community more aware about the power of life insurance. We just heard Chris Horton talk about how people have this concept that life insurance is, just for when you die or just to bury somebody. And we all know how powerful life insurance is. So the whole concept was, let's make sure that our community understands, they become more aware about the power of life insurance. So I said, let's do a telethon.
Yes. We know you and your ideas. You got all the ideas. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, it's not about dying. It's about living. Life insurance comes with that new component, living benefits, and that's the game changer. So that makes it where everybody of every age, no excuses, everybody needs this. And Labor Day, some people say, oh, we shouldn't be laboring on Labor Day. You know what? But guess what? We got to put in that work. You guys, we have to put in that work, not only this weekend, not only today, but we have to work hard to make sure that our family, our loved ones, our friends, and everyone we can touch can get this information and can get some life insurance and living benefits. Because, between the pandemic, we just had the natural disaster, the hurricane in Louisiana. We got the storms going. It's so much that's going on in the world, but protection will cover us all in the event if anything tragic happens. So, Wavette, I got another question for you. What is your personal goal for the month of September being Life Insurance Awareness Month? Because we know you got big goals. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is we want to know what your goals is, and then let's see if they got some big goals too.
So as a company, our goal is for the month of September, at least we'll help 1,000 people have proper protection with living benefits for this month in September. Now you guys see it says Project 1000 Mission. That's just for September. But you guys, our real mission, guys, is Project 10,000 Mission. Why? Because now we are going from state to state to state. It started off, you guys, just as NorCal's mission, but now we have expanded from where were we? Texas, Louisiana, Georgia, Seattle, come on, Oregon. Where else we are? Where else are we? Vegas,
Tennessee,
come on. So you guys, it should be no problem getting 10,000. But the point, you guys, we need your help.
Yes.
We need you guys to take this Facebook Live and share it. We need you guys to call people. We're in the office. One of my social media.
We got our social media manager in the building, taking pictures, making posts, and listen, she even making appointments. We ain't even playing. She making appointments too. Listen, she is hearing all this information, and let me tell you, everybody, when they hear it, they're impacted.
Yes.
We just have to be the voice. We have to make sure everybody hears it, because when you hear it, you ready for it. You like, I need this to be a part of my life. I need this to be a part of my family. I need all my people to be covered. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is this. Well, out of that 1,000 for this month, how much is you claiming that you and your team gonna get?
Don't get me started.
Let's get it started. Let's get it. Come on, girl, tell me.
Out of 1,000, how much is this? Is our team supposed to do?
Our team, and you know we make it rain. So what is it?
What do you think it is?
Let me see. Let me do the math. Okay, 1,000 divided by 1,000. No, I'm just joking. But I know. Okay, so listen. If you named off at least more than 10 states. You know what I'm saying? So even if we divided 1,000 by 10, I'm just gonna say 100, right? You know what I'm saying? And we gonna just go ahead and shut it down, and we're gonna take like 50 for Northern California, right? You know what I mean? We're gonna do at least 50 ourselves, or you got a bigger goal than that?
Michelle.
Who am I talking to?
I don't know.
Who am I? You know what, y'all? Let me pull my calculator out.
Wait a minute. Long Beach, where you at? I think Long Beach, last time I looked, had, I think like in the first 2 hours, like 40-something appointments.
Oh no. Listen, y'all, Dr. Roche got to hurry up and get back here, because I got calls to make. I ain't about to let Long Beach, Southern Cali, we love y'all. We love y'all. But listen, y'all not going to make it rain more appointments than we is up here in Northern California.
Vegas. I wonder how many Vegas got.
I don't know. I
bet they got at least 25, Michelle.
Well, you know, everything in Vegas is a gamble, so I'm not sure about that. But listen.
Manhattan Beach. We got Manhattan Beach.
They might be on the beach. They might be on the beach chilling. You think they working? They putting in that work, Wavette?
I saw the numbers. They're working.
Well, Wavette, listen, we might have to just jump off this call, because it's time for us to go all the way live and get our numbers up, because guess what? If proof is in the pudding and the numbers don't lie. So listen, let's go. Can we get 100?
We gotta go back to work. We
gotta go back to work. Dr. Roche, where you at? Where you at, Dr. Roche?
Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on.
Oh, wait, she almost there. Listen, y'all, I might have to start making calls on this call, okay? Because it is not a game, y'all. It's not a game. But listen, so we're going to shoot for 100.
I'm sorry, Oakland.
Is the iggity O in the building? Is the iggity O in the building?
Got about 52, you know what I mean?
Come on now. Come on. And the man, Oakland office been...
Wait, Oakland beast mode.
Oakland beast mode. They've been beast mode. They've been beast mode. Listen, I know it never rains in Southern California, but in Northern Cali, we raining appointments today. Listen, y'all, let's go. Okay, let's go. And guess what? We united. Everywhere we go, every single call, every single appointment, we coming together for 1,000. We just laughing and joking with y'all, because guess what? We can have some friendly competition. We want to be racing to get those numbers, right? We want to be running to that finish line and doing whatever we got to do to make sure we get that 1,000. And guess what? We don't stop there. we keep going and keep going and keep going. Just like this information, it's going to keep going and going and going and changing lives. So thank you guys so very much. You know, we're getting ready to hand it over to Dr. Roche. And let me tell you, Dr. Roche, she might be on this call right now, but guess what? She got a whole list of people.
Wait a minute. She told me she had 100 people.
Her list was like this long. Last time it was like this long. She said, listen, what y'all think she doing right now? Dr. Roche, how many calls you done made since you've been on that break? She done made 10 appointments. You got 10 appointments?
Yes, girl.
That's why she had to get off the call, because people was calling her because they seen the live and it was like, girl, I want to be a part of that. See, sometimes you ain't even got to make the call. When you're doing the right thing in life, the calls will come to you. She attracting the calls. She manifesting the calls. So let's go ahead and do the same. So you know what, Dr. Roche, you ready? You done? You done booking them appointments?
Everybody press like and share you guys to other people. When Roche comes back on, you guys give her some love. We appreciate her.
Yes,
so much.
yes. Let's share this 100 times. How about that? Let's share this 1,000 times. Project share 1,000 times, right? So listen, we love y'all. We'll see y'all soon. We about to go make those calls. Because listen, we got to go beat Long Beach. Come on, they all got 41. Come on.
Back to the doctor of rethinking, Miss Dr. Roche.
Hey.
I'm coming. Oh,
gotta go water.
Hey, you guys. I'm back. Whew. All right. That was a lot. I'm thankful for having a team here that can help me and get me a break. I mean, I can't talk for 4 hours straight, y'all. And it was hot. I was really on fire in here for a second. So thank you guys. Thank you for Wavette and Michelle. We're now at the top of the hour again, and we have another amazing speaker. I want to go ahead and check out these comments before we let that person come. So it looks like, hey, it says, wealth building knowledge is happening. So that's good. West Valley has 9 so far. Ooh, let's see. West Valley has 9. Long Beach at 44. People saying, go get it, ladies. Right? It looks like we got Denise that says, I know that's right. Oakland Beast Mode. We love you on the creek. Thank you for saying thank you to me. This is actually a little bit harder than I was expecting. It's a lot to talk this long, y'all. And then Long Beach, 50 pledges so far. Woo, Long Beach just killing it. They just keep on. Every time I turn around, there's another Long Beach appointment. And Oakland, wow, 30 appointments. I loved how they had it on the wall. Each person, what are the appointments that you're going to make? When I was out there, I went and helped, teammates make calls. So I still was talking, y'all. But I did get water and stuff. So y'all gonna see me drinking so I can stay hydrated during this time. Okay, you guys. So the next step, the next person that we have up here is going to, oh wait, let me just put South Bay out there. So they just said they have 20 appointments. Somebody needs to add up all these appointments. I'm sure we're already over 100. And we're only half of the live. So that is amazing. Our goal is 1,000 for the whole entire month. So we're at the beginning of the month, starting this month off strong. And because we're going to get referrals, we know that we're going to hit this 1,000. We're going to exceed the 1,000, right? We're going to shoot for the moon, right? So even if we fall, we will land amongst the stars. That's one of my favorite little quotes, right? So, look at love you to life, Dr. Roche. That's what I love. You love me. Thank you. Thank you for all of that. So we're going to talk to a different type of industry. We're going to talk to an industry like law enforcement, right? There's a lot of information about law enforcement always out in the news and different things. And we want to show love to those who are out there protecting us, but we want to see how can life insurance impact them as well. And so we have somebody who actually is from the law enforcement industry. And she's going to give us some information about, why she thinks that life insurance is so important. She's going to give us some background and history about who she is. And why does she get so compassionate and committed to this process of sharing life insurance? So let's give it up for Elaine Reedus. Are you ready? It looks like you're ready. Putting you on.
Yes.
There you go.
Dr. Roche.
Hello. All right. Thank you. There we go. You're in here. And she's rocking the shirt, the Project 1000 shirt.
Project 1000 mission.
So we both have the shirts on, the white one, the
Yes.
black one.
And then I have the white one right over here.
Oh, good. Oh,
There we
yeah.
go.
We have both shirts happening. So you guys know it's a labor of love. So who do you love? And make sure you're sharing this information with whoever ended up telling you about this. Somebody said to me right before when I was on the little break, they were like, hey, the person said they have this kind of life insurance. What do I tell them next? Well, they need to review. She didn't know she had the old type or the new type. She said, well, what do I do next? Let's get on an appointment, right? If you don't know the answers to the questions, get on an appointment with us and we will definitely help you out. So Elaine, can you tell us a little bit about what's going over in the Oakland office? And then tell us a little bit more about you.
Okay, so let's look at what's going on in the Oakland office first. Okay, so I'm going out of here and go to where the action is happening here.
Yes.
Okay, so we are on a short little lunch break. You see Diney's, she's over there making appointments. Okay, my dad, he's a big boss over here. He's eating lunch. And then look who just walked in the building. Ben just walked in the building. Say hello.
Hello.
We have Lachey over here setting appointments here. Okay, and then we have our ladies, our sister twin powers, Marion and Melinda. Let's see where they at. They over here setting appointments. Arena. Okay, she's setting appointments. And then here's all of our appointments, right? So we have about 30 right now. And then we have the ladies over here. Okay, they're taking a short lunch break. And when I say short, I mean short. Okay, because we have a labor of love. So you see the appointments on the wall right there. And you have all the ladies in their own little corner. Say hi, ladies. Okay. Okay. Setting appointments. Okay, so that's what's going on over here in the Oakland office. Really participating in the labor of love because we must have protection. If we love our families, we have to have protection. Okay, so let me get myself situated. Okay, Dr. Roche, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here. I love the bells. I love the bells when I hear them going off. So yes, keep that excitement going. So Elaine, tell us a little bit more about you and, how did you get started? What industry did you come from?
Well, my last career was in law enforcement, but prior to law enforcement, I actually went to school for accounting and realized that I didn't like it. I didn't want to be cooped up in the office. And even though I'm in this office now, it's not cooped up. Okay.
Yes.
So from there, I started driving a UPS truck. I drove a school bus, and one of my friends said, hey, why don't we go apply for the San Francisco Sheriff's Department? And we applied for a couple other law enforcement agencies. I said, why not? So that landed me a career with the San Francisco Sheriff's Department, and they took care of my family and me for 22 years. I gave them 22 years of service. And then until I found out about this information, which was about 8 years ago, started part-time and left the Sheriff's Department about 5 years ago. So long story short.
Talk about job optional. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. And you said you left early. Then you had plans, right?
Yes. So I had no idea that I would change careers, but just about 10 years ago, I got this information and I did my own personal financial checkup. And as a single parent, I realized when I did my personal financial checkup, how I was living paycheck to paycheck. I mean, people can look on the outside and see one thing and think and assume what's going on, but when I did my checkup, it was paycheck to paycheck. So I had to do some things and make some changes. So my financial coach, not only did they tell me about the life insurance options that are out there, the new life insurance, but I started saving money. And that actually got me to the position of being job optional.
Yes, that's amazing. Yeah. I mean, it goes back. We've been starting from the beginning, talking about that personal financial checkup. Why is that it's so important? How common is it for people to live paycheck to paycheck, right? It's an extremely common place for us to be. And when we want to make different options, right? We want to become job optional. We want to end up, doing some other great, amazing things that you have done with your money, right? Like I just know that her child just got married and she was able to help with the wedding and different things like that.
Yes,
So it gives you, like, you have extra income to do other things, right? So, if you need an extra source of income, becoming a life insurance agent can be an additional job for you, right? You can start part-time and then become job optional, right?
Yes, and it's so rewarding because I didn't get into this industry thinking that I was going to leave my job. There is no way that you could have said Elaine is going to leave my city and county job with benefits. Okay,
yes,
pays my mortgage.
That's the biggest thing, with benefits.
But with this extra, with the additional income, when I came on as part-time, I was able to pay off my debt, and I was in deep credit card debt. I was in $38,000 in credit card debt, even though I was an overtime queen at the time. I was making more money, but it was just to take my daughters on more vacations and to pay for the college. I was still in debt. So I paid off $38,000 in debt. I was able to now create an emergency fund. And at that point, that is when I became job optional and took the option to leave.
Awesome. So tell me, what stood out to you when you heard this information? Why do you feel like life insurance is so important? I mean, you've been in this industry now for a long time. Even if you can share a story about your clients, what has been like that client that has made you just feel so amazing? Like, wow, I'm so happy that I put them, put a plan in place for this family.
Yeah, so one client that stands out to me is my Uber driver. So I was in Las Vegas and I got into an Uber car, and I'm always sharing the Project 10,000 mission. 10,000 families we're educating nationwide, but 1,000 in the Bay Area. And that's what this shirt is all about.
Yes.
So I shared the mission with her, and she actually attended one of our events that we had in Las Vegas, right? You hear all the excitement going on?
Yes, I do. I hear it
right now.
I love
it. Her name is Letty, and Letty got connected with our affiliate branch out there in Las Vegas, and she got a life insurance policy. Okay. Now, just 9 months later, I saw her on Facebook. She was totally bald and her hair was longer than mine, right? Wow. So I reached out to her, and that's when I found out she was diagnosed with breast cancer. Wow. So, but the best thing, you asked me what has been the moment that made me feel so good. The best thing that she could have ever said, she said, Elaine, the living benefits was a blessing to me. Life insurance. So she actually got a chance to use the death benefit when she was living. She's still alive. She's in remission. Yeah. She's healing, right?
Nice. Yeah.
She was accelerated a lump sum, multiple thousands, tens of thousands of dollars from her death benefit. Okay. And she used that to pay off her credit cards. She paid off all her credit cards. She paid off her entire car note, and she was able to stay home from work because at that time she was going through her chemo and her radiation. And literally about 3 weeks ago, she's still going through some surgeries. So that living benefit, life insurance, allowed her to stay home from work and pay off her debt and focus on healing.
Yes. And that is so powerful. I mean, the one thing is powerful because you didn't even have a personal relationship with this person initially. Right. That even speaks more about the sharing. Right. It started off with somebody that, was a casual relationship. Right. Yes. So, Uber, I mean, you weren't even meant to be friends with her. Right. But, God helped your paths to cross. So you share this wonderful information that when he knew the future, what the future was going to hold.
So God has a plan.
Yes. God has a plan. Like less than a year that something happened and she was able to take benefits of it. So there's no way that in the 8 months, you said 8 months?
About 9 months later, after she got her policy, she was diagnosed with breast cancer.
In 9 months, there's no way that she paid tens of thousands of dollars into her policy.
No.
Right? She was paying whatever her small premium was that was affordable to her. And then she was able to take tens of thousands of dollars out of that policy.
Yes, and pay her debt. Now think about this, Dr. Roche. She's a teacher who drives Uber. And I asked her, well, why are you driving Uber? She said, because I don't work in the summer. And Uber is how I make my money.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So what if she didn't have it?
Yes.
What if she didn't have it? Could she have been able to pay off her credit cards in her car? Maybe not. Or would she have to go to work under chemotherapy? Or would she have to have pulled money from retirement plans like so many people do when they need to stay at home?
Yeah.
I mean, I just think about that all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's huge, right? Because when you look at somebody who she needed another source of income ultimately during that time. Once you get sick, right? Once something happens to you, you're not able to go to school and educate the students anymore, right? You're not able to go out and drive. You don't, anymore as well, even as an Uber driver. So how would you be able to support your family? If you didn't have like this, right? And even if you get disability only gives you a portion of what you were already bringing in, right? And that story tells us that even her portion of what she was bringing in wasn't enough. That's why she had an additional job, right? So it was so important that you were able to bless her with this information and that she was able to use it, for her life. So that was an incredible testimony. Any other clients or people? I mean, I'm sure you're happy about every client that you get, a policy for. But any other stories stand out to you?
Yes. Well, I really love Kamisha's story, and she spoke earlier today because she became so passionate about this. She couldn't believe all the functions of life insurance, first of all.
Right.
She was able to restructure her finances. And now she says, you know what? I feel so good because I have my kids' college money. Yeah. I don't even have to count as income. And we don't have to count it on the FAFSA, right? She says, and I feel so good. If something happens to me, I have living benefits and my children will be taken care of. And now I'm in position to leave generational wealth, not only for my children, but for my children's children. So, so, I mean, I can go on, and people are so grateful. And they always say, thank you, Elaine. Thank you so much. I feel so good. Right? Because it's a great feeling when I know when I die, my daughters are paying off the house and they're going to have more money to create generational wealth for their family. Right?
Yes, exactly.
And we don't want to talk about it, but we're protected. I feel good.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Right. We all love our family so much, right? And that we can do this small thing. It's really the premiums are not so expensive that they're not affordable to you. And that's what's so powerful about the personal financial checkup, right?
Yes.
When you have a personal financial checkup, now we're able to see what is affordable for you, right? What may be some expenses that are coming down the line. So we don't get you into something that is too expensive. And then now a lot of the policies have flexibility, right? So if you have a financial hardship, then you have the ability to call them, let them know, so maybe you can reduce your payment. And I think that's something that people don't know is possible. And they often let, their policies lapse.
Exactly.
So I think that was so great. I mean, just going back to Kamisha, I want to go back to that word that she spoke, because she said a temporary sacrifice for a permanent blessing. I had to go back to that.
Yes.
Because she mentioned that you said she was able to restructure her finances.
Yes.
Right? When you have somebody who's like a coach who's looking and helping you through that process, you're not as much avoidant of everything. You're able to say okay, I can restructure what's going on right now, and I can make that temporary sacrifice so I can have a permanent blessing, right?
Yes.
And I'm able to be in a place that I can build generational wealth. Mm-hmm. That is big. So thank you so much, Elaine. Anything else you would like to share with us about life insurance?
Yes. How much time do I have? I have a lot to share.
Go ahead and share.
So one thing before I get into one of my big passions is first responders. But one thing I want to share is, when I was living paycheck to paycheck, it wasn't that I didn't have the money, because would you say most people spend $10 a day, right? Yeah. $10 a day is $300 a month.
Yeah.
What happens when $300 a month compounds into a policy, right? You can protect your whole family and have money to use later, okay?
Yes.
Tax-free,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
So now, to my first responders, I'm really, really passionate because we are high income earners.
Yeah.
And I did not know the functions. Now, I've always had life insurance because my family has always had life insurance. I've been the beneficiary of life insurances, and we just get life insurance, right? Because that's what we do, right?
Yeah.
But I never knew the functions of life insurance other than death. So now, as law enforcement officers, that's what I was, but I'm going to say first responders, which is my law enforcement, my fire, my physicians, my nurses, everybody who's in the first responder category. We're high income earners and we protect people, right?
Yeah.
But are we protected? Not only are our lives protected, right?
Yes.
But our taxes are protected because most of where we put our money is going to be taxable. Our pensions and our 457 deferred comp plans are taxable. I had no idea that life insurance creates a tax-free income stream to supplement my retirement. So it doesn't matter what the taxes are. I know I'm paying zero taxes on that bucket. Okay, so that's one thing. Another thing is our income is protected because twice I know that I lost in the stock market when we had that 2001 crash and that 2008 crash, and everybody at work was doing the same thing. I think the 2001, we were all in this Janus 20, right? As we went up, we went down. Okay, so it protects my income. Okay, they're setting another appointment. And then it protects our life. And one thing about the law enforcement officers, it's a high stress level. The first responders, period, especially with the COVID-19, is high stress level. So that means high blood pressure. And I did some research right before this call. In Harvard School of Public Health, they did a study. They said law enforcement officers are 30 to 70 times more likely to have some type of cardiac disease.
That makes sense. That makes sense with the level of stress that they're experiencing all the time.
Exactly. So we need the living benefits. There's so many of my immediate coworkers who have had cancer, who have had heart attacks, who have had strokes. And we didn't know about the living benefit life insurance. How powerful would that be if everybody knew about it? And that's what this mission, as you know, is all about.
Yes, definitely. I mean, we have to know, especially about the living benefits. And that's why I like to hear stories like, about how it works. Because sometimes people are always afraid, like, but would it really work? I would rather, have things in place that if I needed it, I was okay, right? Than to not have anything in place and then it's needed. And then you don't know what to do, at that point, right? And having to deal with the different stressors at that point. So that makes a lot of sense. And I liked how you said with law enforcement, you protect others, but are you protected?
Yes.
Right? Like,
is your income protected? Is your family protected? Yes. Do you have enough money? And we're in the industry, but it's not getting shot or getting hurt in the line of duty is not what affects us the most. It's these underlying conditions that affect us the most, right? So even though we're in a dangerous profession, potentially dangerous, it's the underlying conditions. And then the other thing is, Letty didn't plan on getting breast cancer, but guess what? If she would have never had to use her living benefits, the type of policy she has also gives her a supplemental retirement income that she pays zero taxes on.
Wow. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So
that's the point, y'all.
Zero. Don't we all want a bucket to have zero taxes?
Zero.
Who likes to pay taxes? Exactly. Okay. So I'm in a partnership with the IRS, whether I want to or not, because my pension is taxed and my 457 plan is taxed. That's deferred comp, 401k. So another thing I want to say to our first responders who have a pension and they have spouses, I have daughters because I am leaving my daughters money. Okay. I'm setting them up with generational wealth. But some of the options that we have an option Okay, do I take a discounted pension? And when I pass away, my daughters get half of my pension? Or do I get life insurance and keep my pension? Okay.
Wow.
So I wanted my pension.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to take a discount. I already took an early retirement, right? Which is, my pension is probably half of what I was earning, right?
Yes,
so, life insurance is a way that we can leave our loved ones a large sum of money tax-free, because you leave them the pension, they're going to get monthly payments, your spouse, your kids.
Right.
They're going to get monthly payments, and they're going to pay taxes on that.
Yeah.
So how about if you had a life insurance policy, right? And you can leave them a lump sum of money and not pay taxes, and you can have your full pension. So if you think about it, how much of my pension would be discounted? What I mean by that is, let's say a law enforcement officer is getting $10,000 on their pension. They need to make their spouse a beneficiary, because if they die, their spouse needs to pay their bills, right? So they're leaving their spouse a portion of their pension, usually half. But how much discount do you have to give up $1,000 a month to leave your spouse your pension? Or can you keep your entire pension and pay $300 or $400 or $500, half of that, for a life insurance policy, and leave your spouse just as much, lump sum, tax-free? So we have to know those strategies.
Yes.
These are the strategies that we're teaching our first responders, because nobody came in to teach us. I was at the job for 22 years. Nobody came in to educate us on that.
And it's so interesting, because at jobs, they always have like the very beginning of orientation, but there's no financial education, right? So there's just orientation about, oh, you got a 401k, but nobody understands how it works, what happens, am I putting enough in it, do I match? Nobody knows anything about it, and they don't even know about other wealth building strategies, right? Because we also come from families that have nothing, don't have any concept of that either,
Right. Let me tell you, when I got this information from my financial coach 10 years ago, that's when I learned what a Roth IRA was. I didn't even know it existed. I didn't even know what it was. Never heard of it, right?
Yeah.
And I'm making good money.
Yes,
So guess what, Dr. Roche? When I learned this information 10 years ago, and I went and asked my deferred comp guy who comes to our job, and this is not to put down any deferred comp guy, right? Yeah. I'm not putting them down. I'm just saying,
they don't know.
They come to our jobs 4 times a year, right? And I started asking all these questions. He said, you know what, Elaine? I usually tell the coworkers, don't even talk to their coworkers, because, we tell each other what to do with their money, right? Like we the experts, right?
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I
said. But you know what? I can actually say that they can come to you because you're very knowledgeable. Now, I didn't tell him I was just learning about all the finance, right?
right. But you had great questions, so he knew.
Yes, I had great questions. But guess what? I asked him about the Roth, and guess what he said? We have it. We have the Roth IRA. We have the Roth deferred comp. Now, what if I didn't learn about it? I don't know what I don't know. If I wouldn't have got this information from our Project 1000 mission, I would not have known to ask that question.
Yeah.
So I was able to sign up.
Yes.
Right?
That's huge. I mean, I realized that too at my agency. Is I was at the orientation, going there after knowing this information, and I recognized how much energy they put towards the 401k and different things, that they mentioned Roth IRA, but because of the way that they placed the energy, you know what I mean, and the more of the excitement, you would have never known that the Roth IRA even existed, right? You're already on information overload during that.
One second. Somebody is at the door. 1 second. Okay. Can you open the door? Stacy's coming in. Okay, sorry. We popping over here in Oakland office. Okay, we're bringing off the hook.
Yes, I love it. I love your office.
One other thing I want to say is, now when it comes to the cash value life insurance,
yes,
I had no idea that I can fund that, and it's an alternative to Roth. Yes. And this is how I help my physicians and my fire chiefs and my police chiefs who can't even qualify for a Roth, right? My nurse managers, because they make too much money.
Oh, yes.
I
Explain
showed
that to people that it's possible that you don't qualify for certain things.
Yes, because you have to income qualify for the Roth, right?
Yeah.
So if
Okay.
you earn too much money, my top executives who earn over $200,000-$300,000 a year, they can't
Yeah.
qualify.
That's important to know. I just learned that today. You know, so like that, like a lot of high income earners are not able to even qualify for the Roth. Therefore, they need something else. You know.
Right. They need something else. And top executives are using life insurance. It has to be structured properly, right? They're
Yeah.
using it as a tax-free income stream. There's only a few income streams. And I think if you didn't show it, you might show it later. I'm not sure. But there's only a few tax-free vehicles where you pay no income tax when you use the money.
Yes,
right?
yes, definitely.
You know this already. I'm talking to the people.
Oh no, yeah, no, I'm saying definitely, and it made me think. I was like, I should show it. So go ahead, like.
Yes. So one comes to mind. She's a charge nurse, and this was about 3 years ago. At the time, she was 37, and she's going to retire when she's 67. And she was max funding her 401k. Right.
Yeah.
When we put the numbers in, when she retires, she's going to have a 6-figure annual income, right?
Wow.
That's good, right?
That's great.
So here's what I asked her. So her 401k was going to pay her 6 figures annually for the rest of her life. So I said, okay, Miss Nurse Manager, I'm not going to say her name, but how much is that going to be taxed? How much taxes are you paying? Right. And I think at the time, federal and state was 36%. Combined. Yeah. So if we round that up to 40%, and let's round the 100 to 100,000, right? That means 40,000 of that was going to be taxed, and she walked home with 60,000.
Wow.
So what we showed her in our office is how about she redirects some of that, what she's doing in her 401k, put it into the life insurance bucket. So when we reran the numbers, so now she can pull $40,000 from her 401k, which is going to be taxed.
Yeah.
60,000 from her life insurance that's not going to be taxed. Okay. So now she's bringing home more money, and it doesn't matter if the taxes go up 50%, she's in the 0% tax bracket.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So these are some of the strategies that we show our first responders and our high income earners. We show everybody because it can be done on every level.
Yes, exactly. I mean, you need somebody, you know, it costs so much money for to sit down with somebody to even give you those kind of strategies, right? And so the idea is that we're doing these things for free, looking at the numbers. And what was even more important of what you said is that she didn't have to come up with some extra money from somewhere else. All you did was redirect where she was placing her money. You know, so just getting a personal financial checkup can help you just redirect some things, you know, and then it reminds me of what Chris Horton said, be your own bank. You get that ability, you're doing it the correct way, you can become your own bank in the right way. So if you need a personal financial checkup, make sure that you contact the person who invited you onto this live. And so they can give you that information. So thank you, Elaine. Anything else that you'd like to share? I know it's popping in your office. So there's some people that you probably need to go talk to.
We just had one more. We're at 36 appointments. Shay is over there. And then Stacy just walked in. Let's see where Stacy is. Stacy just walked in. Wave at him, Stacy.
All right.
So yes. So what I would say is just because we offer a free service is not to be discounted in any kind of way. Value the service. Go ahead and take your pledge to have your policies reviewed. Go ahead and take a pledge to get the information. If you don't have the information, get the information. Also pledge to refer people that you love and care about. So call whoever invited you about those pledges and take the 30-minute pledge and protect your loved ones. That's all I have to say. Dr. Roche, back to you.
Thank you so much. That was so good. All right. So yes, everybody's, you know, saying thank you to you as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to remove you off, and we're going to go to a couple of offices, and I want to actually show you guys a little bit about taxes because, you know, Elaine ended up, you know, mentioning it. All right. Thank you so much, Elaine. All righty, guys. So what great information for those that are in law enforcement, right? So we do have people saying thank you as well. So if you know people who are in law enforcement, people that are out there protecting others, are they protected, right? Are they protecting their families? We want to really look into that. She gave information about restructuring, right? Sometimes you just need to direct your money somewhere differently. That's all. Just something so simple. So maybe we need to look into redirecting. So you might need a personal financial checkup for that purpose, just to know how to redirect. If other wealth building strategies are not available to you, maybe you need to start leveraging the life insurance that you have in a different way. So what we're going to do is go to a couple of offices. I see a couple of them that are on here and ready to go. I'm going to go to Jacqueline in the West Valley office first. So let's go ahead and let her join in.
Hey there, Doc.
How are you?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic. Hey, Dr. Roche, how's it going? I've been enjoying this. This has been amazing, just fantastic.
Yes, so many great speakers. Hasn't it been wonderful?
It has been wonderful, and the information has been so on point. I mean, think about law enforcement. You would think that they're all very, very well taken care of, and then they need to sit down and look at their finances too. You know, everybody who thinks they have a pension or something, it's just, you know, in other words, it's something like, well, I've got a retirement. It's like, well, what kind of retirement do you really have? You know? So, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay,
How is everybody going in the office? Do you guys have any appointments, any pledges at this point?
Actually, we have quite a few pledges. A few of them are getting put on the board as we speak. And right now we've got, how many do we have? Jill is giving me the updates. I think we got about 20. We got about 20 pledges right now. Okay.
Nice.
So it is definitely popping on. And the problem is, when we get on these phone calls, everybody wants to talk to us because we're so popular, right? They would have hold us up all day long. It's like, look, hey, I need to call some more people. I can't be sitting on here with you all day. But we're loving it. It's so much fun getting in contact with people and sharing with how important it is what we're doing in the community.
Show us the room. You could just do it like a selfie.
Okay, let me do the selfie. Okay, I'm gonna show you the selfie. Hold on a minute.
There you go. All right, there's
Jill. Jill's on the call. Let's see. Nadia is over on this side. Let me see. Can you see that? There's Nadia. Nadia's on the phone, and basically, I'm just gonna take. I'm gonna take the phone. Okay, see, everybody's out in the hallway. See, because we're talking so loud. Do you see Christine?
Oh yes, I do.
Do you see? You see Portia's out there?
Yes.
Hey, there's Portia right there. Hey.
Yeah, I like it.
And so this is our room right here. So everybody's in the room. We're working hard. We got some snackies going on too, but we're having a good time.
Yes, we need snacks. That's going to be important.
I know, right?
For this time.
Right, absolutely. So
I love it. I love it.
So thank you so much. I mean,
thank you.
I appreciate what you're doing because every year this is so very important, and we need to let our families know what's going on.
Thank you so much. So, all right. Well, the West Valley office is over there doing their thing. So we got 20 pledges. Put the comment in the chat so I can remember. You guys have 20 pledges. And then let's go over to the Long Beach office because they are out here like, doing it. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Bye, Jacqueline. All right. Oh, hold on. All right, Lynn, how you doing over there? How's it going?
Hey, Dr. Roche, it is going amazing. We got agents checking in. Now they're checking in from Las Vegas, Nevada. So we got them just making calls and just, making pledges and making it happen here in Long Beach, Strong Beach, as we like to say in the LBC.
Yes, I know. Long Beach, Strong Beach. And like I saw that it said you guys had 60, was it 60 pledges?
We're at 60 now, yes.
Yes, so halfway to their goal. The goal of 120, and they're already halfway there. We have another hour and a half. It's time to start running. Put your running shoes on and let's kick it up. Because we're about to make it happen. I know that it was a little bit difficult, but you can always go around the office, and I can still see people. I just couldn't hear you.
Okay.
So if you want
to so let me go back in the office. So there's Max here. You see Max? He's going to be joining you a
Our
little
next
bit later on. Yes.
Yes.
Hold on here. Let's see. Say hi, everybody. We got Tamara Taylor and Katanya, and we got Miss Celestine here. That's Miss Sunshine. We love her. There's Marlena. Here's Tracy and Al. Yeah, so everybody's just making calls and making it happen. You see them? And then there's Sheena and Cheryl. You see everyone, Dr. Roche. We're just making calls, and actually we have some people in the hallway as well.
That is incredible. I love it. People are on the phone and waving and excited. I'm so excited to see your office. I mean, there's so many people in there. You guys have
yes.
like multiple offices inside one big office.
Yes,
so
yes, we do.
Amazing. So yeah, you guys keep going, keep making it happen. I know you guys are at 60. I'm pretty sure you probably have another like 64 since we just been on for this short period of time.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll keep you updated.
Well, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much, Lynn, for like letting us know what's going on there. I'm gonna go over to Lisa in Las Vegas. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Roche.
You're welcome. Bye. Hey, Lisa.
Well, hello, Dr. Roche.
Hello.
I want you to know that. Hi, I am so excited about the platform today. You mentioned something that is so very important, and that is personal financial checkups.
Yes.
I know that this is Life Insurance Awareness Month, and many of us need to just take the time to invest in ourselves, to just have a checkup. We go to the doctor to have a physical checkup, and we need to participate in this complimentary financial checkup. When I first received my personal financial checkup, I thought that I was all good and everything was fine and well and dandy, but I realized it's not just what you make, but it's what you keep, what you do with what you have. And it forced me to be able to see my spending habits and how I needed to budget and how I needed to spend less and save more. And even though all bills were met, being debt-free, I still didn't realize that I could save so much more until the power of the personal financial checkup. I still didn't realize how there's some other revenue, other ways in which I can allocate my money to make my money grow stronger, to grow faster, to utilize different concepts such as compounded interest. Just an amazing thing. So we're having a lot of fun out here in sunny Las Vegas. And we have approximately pretty close to 20 appointments, and we're still going strong. And to show you how powerful our company is, of course, we have agents from all across the United States. As a matter of fact, in this very office in Las Vegas, we have one of the agents who's actually from the Long Beach office. Her name is Alonda. Alonda, would you like to say something, my dear? Represent.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here and to represent Long Beach and Las Vegas as one, and I'm enjoying the food and all the excitement that they have here in the office. And I've already set 8 appointments out of 10, so I'm really excited about this. And yes, just go Vegas.
Awesome. Go ahead. Right. That's awesome.
Christine.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm very glad to be here today. And I'm representing the Chinese community over here in Vegas and hope to expand our markets over here.
Yes. Chinese are, yes. This helps everybody. Cross-cultural, cross-economic statuses, right? So let's make sure that we're telling other of our friends from different cultures.
Yes, it's called diversity.
Diversity, yes.
Hi, Dr. Roche.
Hi.
So, in Las Vegas, this is the best time to reach out to people, because what's other, excuse that we can make, that's the Life Insurance Awareness Month. And then we really reach out to people. They want to see you, so this is the time. And then I want to show you this. So we are making the progress. And the goal for the Las Vegas office is 60. And then so far, Lisa FD, she made 7. And Alanda, she made 8 appointments. Woo! And then Christine 1, me 5, and Saori 2. Okay, so, one more for Christine. Yay, good, congratulations. So we're going strong, okay? And then here's JV DFD, our director.
Can you all see me? Oh my God, this is amazing.
Yes, I can see you. Hi.
Yeah, I stopped by here and they're just on fire, and I'm so impressed that you guys are doing this event. This is so amazing. To give you just one brief testimonial,
yes,
in
go.
the past 2 months, I delivered 1 death benefit and 1 living benefit check to my clients just in the past 2 months period. So what we're doing is actually happening and working. So I'm glad that we're doing this event, and the Las Vegas team is certainly on board, and we're super excited. We're gonna get our goals hit, and thank you all for hosting this event. Thank you. Go Las Vegas.
Wow, did you guys hear that? He said
Yes.
1 death benefit and 1 living benefit. Like that
Yes.
is huge in 1 month. I mean, wow, that's the testimony to why this is so important.
Yes, yes. So we have here in our office, of course, the Americans, but we have the Chinese, the Japanese, the Koreans. We just have full diversity going on. We have the Native American Indians. We have the African Americans. We have a whole bunch of a whole lot. So no matter what, this is the true melting pot.
Yes, share with everybody.
We don't discriminate.
Thank you so much.
We
All
just
right, all
want you
right.
to appreciate this
I
labor of
love
love.
it. Thank you so much, Lisa. Diversity is so important. Everybody share with all. I'm going to go to the South Bay. Looks like Shanaka is ready, so thank you so much. All right, so we're going to South Bay where Shanaka is. Hey.
Okay, Trisha, come and talk to us. Hi.
Hi. Tell me how it's going out there in the South Bay.
Hey, Dr. Rashay, how are you?
I'm good, and you? Can you hear me?
Can you turn that down?
I'm good.
I'm wonderful, thank you.
That's good. Oh, so you're listening to me on the live. A little bit of a delay. That's what just happened.
I can't hear her. I'm wonderful, thank you.
So I realize it's because you're not listening on your phone. That's what just happened.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Well, you know what? We're hearing it in the South Bay office. We are having a great.
Oh,
okay.
that's why.
Okay. You know what? We're hearing in the South Bay office. We are having a great. Okay. We're here in the South Bay office, everyone. We're live. We're having a wonderful time. We've already set 25 appointments. So we are here. The team is excited. What we did also is we had a Zoom call with some of the people who couldn't come to the telethon.
Okay.
And we had a Zoom call this morning with them. And so we have people on Zoom who's also setting appointments. We have the Inland Empire right now has already set 11 appointments. So we are so excited. This is so amazing. It's so important for people to understand the importance of having life insurance. It's not so much for you yourself, but it's for the people that you leave behind. Recently, I had a friend who passed away, and I was trying to get her to get life insurance with me, and unfortunately she didn't, and she unfortunately passed away and had nothing. So she had to use the GoFund. Well, her family had to use the GoFund method, and that's, you know, not what we want to leave our family. So we're just here making our calls. We are determined in the South Bay office to make sure that we get our numbers. We are. It's important for us to talk to people, even go back to people who we haven't spoke to in a while and talk to them also, because this is the very, very important thing for all of us to make sure that we have for our families. to people who we haven't spoken to in a while and talk to them also. Because this is a very, very important thing for all of us to make sure that we have.
Oh, looks like we may have.
Dr. Rashay, back to you. Dr. Rashay, back to you.
Looks like there's a little bit of a connection issue.
Hello, everyone. Listen, we are live and direct in the Walnut Creek office. And listen, it is popping. We got our countdown going over here. Let me show you guys our board right here. Let me see. Let me switch it up real quick so you guys see all the action going on in the Walnut Creek office, right? Okay, boom. We already tallying it up over here. We tallying it up. So that looks about like 102 people, right? We got 102 appointments. But let me tell you guys what we did. We're going to go ahead and do the power of life insurance at 12 p.m. We got so many people. These ladies right here is making so many appointments. We had to go ahead and set up a big Zoom. And I had to let them know I can only handle 100 people at a time. These ladies are on fire making it happen. Do you hear me? Wavette SFD, look at Wavette. Wavette is over here. I'm like, Wavette, I need to verify all of these callers that you're getting in. Wavette, come on, tell me what's going on. what is magical about you? How are you getting all of these calls? What are you saying? We need to know what you're saying.
I am telling people what my mission is. My mission is for this month for me to get personally 100 people. So I call other people and say, who do you have for me to meet? Oh, my brother. Oh, my sister. Oh, my we do what we gotta do. Then, and wait a minute. Come on over here. You guys, this over here is LaStar. LaStar came by just to say hello and support. So what do we do, Michelle?
Put her to work.
Put her to work. To set appointments as well.
Listen, anybody walk through that door, right? Boom. You getting a pen, you getting a paper. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Live and direct. Yes. Hey, listen. Robin just coded in 30 seconds ago and she already got 3 appointments. Listen, we ain't playing out here, y'all. We is not playing. It is not a game. Do you understand? Listen, let's come over here to Kendra. We ain't talked to Kendra. Because, see, Kendra came up in here on a mission today. Kendra, how you feeling about everything?
Man,
What's going on, Kendra?
Great. I already have my 8 appointments for
Wow.
Tuesday.
I got chills, girl. You just gave me chills.
Yes, I'm trying to go down my list. I'm trying to get 15.
Okay, lady in red, Davina, what's going on with you? What's going on with you?
Making calls, going over my top 25 list, scheduling appointments. Got a couple of them scheduled for next week, and we ready to go.
So you doubling down. You not only doing labor of love, you going ahead and doing your top 25 and getting your 25 field trainers here too.
Absolutely.
OMG. And see, this is Gwen. This is Mrs. Nationwide, right? Nationwide is on your side because Gwen does not stop in California. She's going all across the globe. She asked if we can get licensed in Australia. She got people in Australia, y'all. Don't sleep on Gwen. In the office, oh my gosh, the office is popping. Look at the magic. They over here checking schedules right now. Oh, who's available? Listen, Wabette, if you're not available, I'm available to take appointments. Go ahead, go to my Calendly. It is popping, you guys. Okay, here we go. So listen, hold on, you guys. I'm gonna switch my camera up. Make sure I want to see.
I'm back, Michelle, but go ahead, keep going.
Okay, no, we ready for you. We getting back to work. I got calls to make. You can take over.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Michelle, for jumping in there. We just had like some quick technical difficulties, you guys. It's so many people in the office, Wi-Fi, everybody's connected all at the same time. So it made the disconnection occur. So sorry about that. I got like a backup system now, just in case. We've been on for a long time, you guys. We still got 1 more hour, 1 more stretch to go. I want to just go straight to Lawana because she's been in the back office real quick and have her give a quick little roundabout. And then we'll go to our next guest. My favorite young moguls are going to be coming up next. All right, here we go. Lawana, how are you guys doing?
Hey, we here. We have so many appointments. I'm about to pan the room real quick. Let me see if I can figure it out, you guys. I'm going to pan the room, right? Let's see if I can. I can't do it. I made a mistake. Hold on. I'm going to pan the room. Yes. We're going to pan the front camera. Did it work? Let's see. Okay, fine. You're going to get me. We're going to do selfie mode. All right. So we got the sisters over here, the dynamic duo. Got their own little section. They got computers out over here making appointments, right? Setting appointments. I'm going to move over here. Look at our board, though. You don't want to know. You don't want to see our board. Look at this. We got tallies. We got Post-its. We got over 50 appointments made. 50 appointments. How about that? Let's move in here. Okay, I got to be quiet. They talking. Everybody's talking. Can you see them? Everybody's talking. We making appointments. We got new faces in here. People haven't been to the office. They here now. Everybody's motivated. We doing it. We are doing big things in the Oakland office. We are in the Jack London area. I need you guys, if you're in the Oakland area and you're looking at my Facebook, tap in. We can get your policies reviewed. We can teach you about the new type of life insurance. You've heard a lot today. We can talk about living benefits. We can talk about how you can save in your policy. We can talk about retirement streams of income, tax-free. Who's tax diversified out there? That's a whole nother conversation. But guess what? You can have that with us, right? So we got a lot going on. I'm so excited. We even got some kids in here, man. We got the kids in here listening, learning how they're gonna have their retirement and how they're gonna save money for when they're older. It's huge in here. We got a lot going on, Dr. Roche. But I need to make some calls. I've been in that back office too long waiting on you. I need to go make some money.
All right, go out there. Go ahead and
All
help
right.
people and share the information with
Oh,
other people.
one more thing.
Yeah.
I forgot. Our office has expanded. Let me shout out our people. We have agents in Oregon. We got agents in Atlanta. We have agents in North Carolina. Yes. What? We got, oh my God, Texas, Deborah in Texas doing big things. Bonita, we got agents all over the country. So guess what? You're going to always be able to contact us. Project 1000 mission is worldwide. Worldwide. All right, I got to go. I got to go make my own phone calls.
All right,
Dr. Roche, look what I'm doing.
Bye.
Look what I'm doing.
Thank you. Yay. All right, bye.
I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Woo! Thank you guys for like sticking out with us. I mean, it's been hours, even a little bit of a technical difficulty, but we are still in it. We are going strong, going hard at this time. It looks like we have, it looks like we're having our next guest. They're ready. Somebody said, yes, plugged in, food from the gods. All right. So all this great information. Everybody seeing everybody having fun and enjoying themselves. All right, young moguls, are y'all ready to jump on? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to jump on. That means y'all can hear me and everything. All right. Oh, let me do a quick South Bay since we had the issue with the South Bay right before we have this guest. So Shanaka, here we go. One more time. Shanaka, let's
yes.
It works. Sorry, something went wrong.
No, that is fine.
Okay, just tell us a little bit about how things are going real quick, okay?
Okay, so we're here in the South Bay office. We're having a good time. We even had some people on Zoom this morning who were still committed to making calls with us. We have the Inland Empire, one of our agents out there, Regina Johnson. She is killing it in the business out there. We're so happy for her. But we're here in the office. We're just making calls. This is so important to us. It's not just about life insurance for yourself, but it's life insurance for the living. I had a friend recently who passed, and I was trying my hardest to talk to her to get her to get some life insurance. And she always said, girl, you know, I'm gonna get back at you. I'm gonna get back at you. And, you know, we take that so lightly, thinking that, you know, I'll get back to you next time. There is a next time. Unfortunately, she passed away without life insurance. And now her family has to go and do GoFundMe. GoFundMe is not life insurance. It's so unfortunate that we started using this GoFundMe like life insurance. GoFundMe is not life insurance.
That's not what it is at all.
It's not what it is. So right now we're at 25 appointments. We still have an hour to go, so we're still committed to our goal. We're having such a great time. We had people in the office. We have people at home. We have people all over. We even had our SFB Christine come in and sit with us today. So we're so excited about what's going on today. And we love this telethon. We hope that people will take advantage of it and certainly speak to the person who invited you. Or we're all over the place. So look for us because we're looking for you.
Yes, I love it. Look for us because we're looking for you. I love that. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, Shanaka.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I'm glad we're able to like actually hear from you at this time. So now we can go ahead.
In the house.
Yes, South Bay. People are enjoying this. I love it.
Yes, we are.
Come on now. This is the best training I've ever received. So this is incredible. Love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now let's get ready for our next guest, and it's going to be from the young moguls. Okay, well I like to call them young moguls, right? So these are you know, why should you get life insurance and you're young, right? We got to understand that. Most people will be like, I definitely don't need life insurance. I'm too young for life insurance. I don't have children, you know. And so we have we're going to come from the young perspective on why do these two young this two young couple they can tell us about like why is it so important to get in life insurance? Why has it even been important for them as an extra stream of income or really their career, right? So let's talk a little bit about that as well. Okay, let me add y'all in. Let me see if I can hear y'all. Let me see. Unmute. You guys have to mute yourself.
Dr. Roche, can you hear us?
I can hear you guys. Okay, I have to figure out how to make it go where I can see both of y'all. No, I did it. Okay. Look at I'm learning stuff, y'all. I'm like, stop.
Thank you for having us. You've been doing a good job, by the way.
This looks amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Like, Brittany, I've been doing like forever.
I know, Dr. Roche, it's been a minute.
Yes. So thank you guys for saying yes again. When I first did this telethon, I call you guys the vets because you guys were on back then when I did it. And so no need for any nerves because we just gonna flow, right? We just having a conversation about things that are gonna happen. So first, give me an introduction of like who you guys are. So just tell me like who you are and what you do, okay?
You want to go first?
You can go.
I'll go first. I mean, ladies is always first, but in this case, I guess we got to go first.
I asked him to, so
yes. Hello, everybody. Like the screen says, my name is Maximilian. I've been in the financial industry probably the last 6 years or so. Now, been licensed and helping a lot of families. Every single day, 6-7 days a week, talking about money consistently. I mean, I have so many interests, just like all young people. I feel like nowadays, we kind of understand we have to have multiple streams of income. So, I have a business as well, and I have interest in real estate, like all young people do also. But I know I can kind of tackle a lot of those different businesses or tackle those things a little bit better now that I have so much financial just experience and having mentors for the first time in my life. I know growing up, I never had mentors before. I kind of was just watching people around me and just kind of going with the flow of things. And, I think one thing that's pretty difficult for young people is just figuring out, what we want to do, because we want to kind of juggle our passions and, juggle making the right decision on if we should go to school or making money, so I feel like finances influences a lot of the way or how we make a lot of decisions in our lives, whether it's a good thing, a good decision or a bad decision. I think it influences a lot. So I'm very grateful to be in a position I am in. I know some of my family members and friends and clients are tuning into this. So thank you guys for coming in. But I'm super excited to rock out with you guys and talk a lot further. But Brittany, you go ahead and share with people a little bit about your background.
Before I share about myself, Max left out a lot of amazing things that he does as well. But maybe we'll get into that in these questions. But I am Britt Weathers. I am a social entrepreneur. I work in a lot of different industries, but the main three would be tech, entertainment, and a little bit of real estate. I would say right now I'm really excited about the management projects that I work on with specific music artists that are pretty important. And
a lot of music artists that you guys got on Spotify and iTunes right
now.
Okay, be fabulous.
For sure. She's doing her thing.
And really just my ultimate goal is to create unity in all people. And art is a great place to do that in. So I understand that there are a lot of different mediums to do that in. And so I help people with that along with doing my own. So it's going pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're pretty good at what you do.
Both of your lives. So are seem like it's going fabulous. Like,
you got to find somebody who will be willing to deal with the ebbs and flows of really being an entrepreneur. It's very important, and that's something that we're very grateful for. So
so that's so cool to have like a good friendship, business partner, all in one, right? So that's awesome. That's so great.
And somebody a boss. Don't forget that one, Dr. Roche.
I don't know what he's talking about.
For sure.
And boss?
Yeah. I just come to work
and what he's talking
she pays
about.
Me, so
there we go. That's how it has to go.
I don't know about all that.
And they say these are people in the comments said these are two of my favorite millennials. So go back, Max and Brittany. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You know, so even people saying like everybody saying I love Max. Max and Clifford Sims.
Shout out to my boy Clifford.
So nice. So if you guys don't mind sharing, share with me how old you guys are.
Ooh.
I'm 27. He's 27.
I mean, you're old now. Like
I'm getting old, you know, Dr. Shay. I'm getting up there.
I'm just getting started.
I feel like we were like 21 when we first started doing this.
Yeah.
I want to know when you guys first got started. What was it like? So you guys are 27 now?
What did you say?
27. How old are you?
Yes. We're both 27, same year.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
I am a couple of years over him. So
got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Just a couple of months, you know. She's still young and beautiful, so it doesn't matter.
But she's older and she's the boss. So we already figured things out.
You know how I'm getting all these titles that I didn't ask for? I told y'all the ones that I had, and now I'm getting more.
Definitely.
Exactly.
Don't let the
let's go ahead and get into just kind of the interview. So Max, you said you've been in this industry for about 6 years, right? So, you know, what kind of brought you guys to this industry? You guys are wonderful, like, you know, agents and also like, you know, huge passionate sharers of life insurance and making sure that young people are aware. So tell me what brought you into this industry, and then I'll end up asking you another question after that. Okay.
All right. Awesome. Well, you know, my current boss has a lot to do why I'm in the industry right now. You know, Miss Brittany introduced me to her amazing parents, and I know a lot of you guys out there. I believe they're tuning in as well. So shout out to Alan Tracy Weathers.
Yeah, shout out mom and dad.
The best mentors I've had as well. But they are a big reason. You know, at the time when I first started in the industry, you know, like I said earlier, I was really confused and not exactly sure which direction I was going to go in career-wise, business-wise. I knew specifically, though, that I definitely wanted to have my own business, have some financial independence, and do a lot of amazing things like that. But specifically what avenue that was going to be, what lane I would take or walk down, what path I would go down, I wasn't necessarily sure about that. And then this industry came across my table, like I said, through Brittany and her parents. They shed a lot of light about just being able to accomplish all the things that I wanted to accomplish, right? You look at the checklist and it's like, I want to do this, this, and this. And, you know, this business has allowed me to start to check a lot of those boxes, you know, for myself and for my family as well. So I'm forever grateful for that. But, you know, once I kind of got my feet wet, still wasn't completely sure if this was something that I was going to really do. But it ended up really just pulling me in all the way, and I really enjoyed it and loved it. You know, obviously in business, you have your ups and downs. And so the fact that I was able to push through a lot of my down times that I've had, you know, just growing pains of being young and trying to figure out my path and carving out my path in this industry, you know, especially being worried too, you know, being young at the time when I first started at, what was that, 21? When I first started, I was worried that a lot of my clients, you know, wouldn't take me as serious because, you know, they're looking at me and they're saying, well, I have children that are probably older than you. So, you know, I really thought in the back of my mind that would be a little bit of an issue. But, you know, honestly, because of the mentorship that I got, the love surrounding me from a lot of the people around me in this business, and, you know, a couple of people I have supporters, you know, outside of this business, you know, shout out to my mom, huge #1 supporter, of course.
Yes.
You know, so my parents definitely for sure. My grandmother, my godmom, she's probably watching as well. Shout out to you, Gina.
Yeah.
She's at a retirement party last week, so we had a lot of fun with that. But she sent me a lot of clients, and you know, I've been able to impact a lot of people that way. So, you know, I'm really super grateful though that I was, you know, afforded the opportunity to get to know Brittany's family and getting introduced to this amazing outlet, within the financial services space. So yeah, that's pretty much how I got started. And it's been going very, very well for myself. I've seen a lot of growth in myself. I'm doing a lot of things that I've never thought that I would do before. Especially public speaking.
Yes.
That one is Brittany could tell you, Brittany's known me pretty much all my life.
And as y'all can see, he can talk.
Yeah.
So, Dr. O'Shea, the question was, how did we get started, right?
Yeah.
Was that the question? We can't hear you yet. Well, okay. So, a couple of technical difficulties.
Tell them how you got started. This is the Brittany and Max show right now. Go ahead, babe.
I'm just gonna be very straightforward because that's how I get down. How can you be successful if you don't understand finances? I mean, everybody talks about I got money, and money is everywhere and all these different things. But if you don't understand the basics of finances, how can you be successful? How can you continue to grow? And I think that I am very, very much so blessed to have parents that were able to give me that foundation. Once I was able to learn the basics of finances and my own finances and learn that my trajectory required for me to have flexibility and work on different projects at different times that required different amounts of capital, I had to be able to make sure that my foundation was sturdy enough so that those ebbs and flows in business wouldn't affect my daily life. So I came back from college. I was in San Francisco, which all my Bay Area.
Shout out to the Bay.
Shout out to the Bay. I miss the people more than anything. But in the Bay, I focused mainly on tech, and I was a part of learning venture capitalism and working with a top venture capitalist firm, and they're dealing with billions of dollars. In a normal day, you just send over 300 million to someone, and I don't think that. I mean, that experience taught me that I needed to understand finances in a way to be able to do the same thing in my future. So came back to LA, started working more in entertainment, and Max was doing really well here. He still is. He's actually doing amazing. And
well, thank you.
Yeah, I actually am a good boss. I actually say nice things. But I came back. I talked to my dad. He's like, Max is doing good. You need to just understand the basics. And so I came back and I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna sit with you guys. I'm gonna actually learn. I'm gonna ask a lot of questions. I probably annoyed the crap out of all of them, but I got the understanding and I was able to make better decisions that I'm very happy about now. So that's kind of how I got started in understanding finance and how it plays a very big part in my life.
Yeah.
Do this. I'm doing a lot. I got a lot going on. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, we got you now.
You can? Okay. All right. I have like 2 computers up trying to get this last part going.
We roll with it.
I'm loving the Max and Brittany show. Y'all should really do this. This should be like a YouTube show that you guys really
years now,
No,
she already be in front of the camera though. She like behind the scenes, Warren Buffett type of person. Making things happen behind the scenes. She don't like being in the front.
Listen,
but you're so good. You're so good at it, though.
Quite the personality, doesn't she?
And she looks great on camera. And you guys have like great, engagement with one another, so like that little banter between each other. Like people love that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I get on for you, Dr. O'Shea, whatever you need.
No.
I mean, I want y'all to do your own Max and Brittany show. Like that's what I'm talking about.
we talk about it all. We might be able to talk to E! News about that. They may want to pick that up.
Yes, I think so.
We'll figure that out. We'll talk about it, Dr. O'Shea.
Right.
You can executive produce that show for us.
I will. Yes, I'll be the producer to make it happen.
Perfect.
So you guys, tell me a little bit about what would be some apprehensions to young people your age or a little bit younger to getting life insurance, And why should, why should they still get it even at a very young age, even though they don't have, any dependents or anything?
You want to have that one first?
Yeah, and you piggyback and say anything you think of. But when you said that, the first thought that came to mind is kind of what I was already mentioning, is that life insurance in itself is for the living and for the dead. And that's a part that a lot of people don't really understand. They think that it's these small amounts of money that you get when the person's dead. And that's not the reality. And if you want to be a part of different, opportunities, you have to have capital, right?
Yeah.
And we are young. We have great work ethic, but time is a very big tool here. And so life insurance, when you actually understand it, is a great tool to make sure that you have finances or money in the future and also in the present as it grows. And so if you're putting money in the bank, what interest rate are you getting? You're not getting anything. If you put money into a policy that's for you, that you can pull out of when you need to focus on your future, then you already, that is growing more money than the bank is giving you.
Yes.
And it's protected better than the bank protects things. Like, let's really think about this.
Right.
So I mean, understanding that and knowing that I need to make sure that I have future protection, not just for, passing away, but in, health problems happen, and living benefits was a very big point for me. And the reason why is because in my life, I've had 2 people that were under the age of 30 have a stroke.
Right. Somebody just said medical illness doesn't have an age. Yes.
It doesn't. And we millennials,
good point.
We're a different breed, and there's a lot of misunderstandings of what's happening with us health-wise as well. It's all new. And for me, with the 2 people that I very much cared for and love, one passed away, and I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah,
and
of course not.
At the time, I thought, okay, we need to get our money together so that we can actually take care of this person who is 28, who was doing everything for themselves, working on their goals, and then had a stroke.
Wow. Yeah.
And my other friend, he was 24, and he had to rebuild his whole life. He had to learn how to write again.
Oh my goodness. That's huge.
And he still has to protect himself now. That, I mean, this is kind of side note, but the fact that at 24, he had to realize that if I do start to have a stroke, I have to snort a powder so that I can get to the hospital.
Oh my. Yeah.
So that really did shake me up a lot, because it helped me understand that, yes, I'm going to do my best to make sure that I'm in the best health standards as possible. But but they weren't in bad health statuses. It was just, things do happen. And to know that you need to be worried about your health and not worried about your finances, and worried about, is this new apartment that I just decided to rent going to actually be able to keep it because I'm sick, is something that I felt was important to have protection for. Because I've seen how it can go. And if we don't plan effectively in ways that it won't happen that way, then are we actually learning? Are we actually growing? Are we actually being better? Are we doing that? So those are a few of the reasons why life insurance is important to me, the right type, and understanding the one that works for your goals. Another point is that, like I said, I'm an entrepreneur. No 401k.
Right.
First of all, 401k, if you really look into it, do your research. And talk to these professionals here. They'll explain to you more of it and if it works with your goals. But being a millennial, most millennials are not going to be able to stay at a position for 20 years.
Yes. No. My mom
No.
stayed at somewhere for 41 years. And I'm older than y'all. Not like heck older, but I'm older than you guys.
You're not
And
old.
like I don't stay at jobs for that long. The longest that I ever stay at a job is like maybe close to 4 years. And then I'm already ready to go to a new job. You know, and then and self-employment is way better.
It is way better. But you know, like you just said it. And right now they're calling it the great resignation.
Yeah.
The great resignation, which means that money that you've been letting them take out of your check.
Right. Come on.
What you gonna do?
Exactly. Most people don't even stay at their jobs long enough to even get vested. They don't even know what vested is.
Exactly.
Right. And so then you're not going to get any of that, you know, that money, you know, that's been accumulating over time.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's good.
So knowing where your money's going and how to get to it is very important because it's your money.
It's right. And life insurance, like I want to go back to what Chris Horton said, can help you be your own bank, right? Exactly. You can be your own bank and create your own retirement. Life insurance can give you that peace of mind. So tell me, Max, what do you think? Like, you know, why is life insurance so important, you know, for young people at this time?
You know, you're really good at this, by the way.
I mean, she's so good at it. I mean, I want to give it. Man. I love how you guys compliment each other so much. You're like, oh, you good? Oh, you good? Like, you're good. Like, you're the bomb, but you're the bomb too.
There's no teleprompter in front of us. I promise you. No teleprompter in here.
Yeah.
She's just hitting the points. One thing I would like to add to that is it's funny when you think traditionally, when I speak with my clients and I ask them, when you hear life insurance, what do you normally think? And of course, the first thing they think about is death. And, you know, I kind of share with them, well, you know, for me, the first thing I think about is Walt Disney, for example.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the names that actually pops up in my head immediately when I think about that. Why? Because Disneyland wouldn't be Disneyland if it wasn't funded without life insurance money. And a lot of people don't even know that. You know, for those of you kind of listening in on this live right now, just Google it and read about it. Nobody got sick. Nobody died. Mm-hmm. You know, Walt Disney simply had some great people, like Brittany has great parents that shared this information with her, and she took it and ran with it. And now she's able to establish herself financially sooner than most at her age. And you know, same thing for Walt Disney. You know, like you said, be your own bank just a minute ago. You know, Walt Disney literally was his own bank, right? He literally took out money, I believe it was $100,000 out of his life insurance policy, right? Nobody got sick, nobody died again, just to remind you guys, and funded his dream.
That is a great example.
A lot of young people, a lot of us, we have dreams, we have goals. A lot of us want to start a business. A lot of us want to purchase property. A lot of us want to create a lot of us want to, you know, just be in a better position to help others, you know, start nonprofit organizations, etc. But all of those things I listed, it takes money to fund a lot. So one of the best places you can do that is go into your life insurance policy. Like Brittany said, you sit down with a professional and you structure it correctly, because it can go wrong in a lot of cases if you don't know exactly what you're doing. But if you're properly educated and you know, structure correctly, I mean, you can literally accomplish all of those things that I just more. You know, and I think that's really huge. And I think that's why us millennials, younger people, whatever you want to call us, should pay more attention. And I believe we should be more open to it. You know why? Because we're kind of used to doing unorthodox ways. You know, like you said, Dr. Rochelle, a lot of us don't stay at jobs long. That's new. Beforehand, I mean, working 30, 40 years at a job, you get your goal. Wow. At the end of the day, that was, you know, the societal norm. Well, now it's a lot of those things have changed. You know, a lot of millennials nowadays have multiple streams of income, and a lot of millennials have multiple businesses and not a job, and they're, you know, able to sustain themselves. So
you need to have multiple streams of income.
Yeah.
You
right. Speak to it.
Lifestyle that you want. Like,
you gotta have multiple streams too if you want somebody like Brittany in your life too. You just gotta throw that.
I keep everybody around me
baby, she got multiple streams too.
Well, I'm just like, okay, like think about this. You hear these people screaming back here? Okay. But
I'm just saying.
if we're talking about millennials and understanding that we have to know every option available to make the best decisions for our future, we have to understand where the mindset is. And so part of that mindset is set in understanding that we as millennials have gone through what we call it 3 now, because if we call this COVID time 3 crashes,
That's
financial
true.
crashes.
Yeah.
We've gone through 9/11. I was in the first grade in 9/11.
Right.
Like thinking about how these things are happening and what all of these very, very, and COVID, all of these very, very intense events that have happened in our formative years have caused us to see that the people that we love and we trust that are older than us did not know what to do either.
No, not at
They
all.
did not have the plan together.
Yeah. And everything, so unprecedented.
None of that. Knowing that you have to plan better so that it will not shake you up the way that it shook up your friends and family members. And 08 really did shake up a lot of my friends' homes and family lives. And it caused a lot of distress. But it's like, how do you explain to a kid what a subprime loan is?
That part, right. Exactly. All they know is they have to move.
All they know is they went from a 5-bedroom house to a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yes.
But that causes the brain to think differently about money and how people work with money.
Yeah.
And understanding that, yes, life insurance, especially cash value life insurance, allows you to be able to prepare for the ups and downs of life, because that's just going to happen.
Right.
Yes. Oh my goodness. You guys are just dropping like gems on top of gems. That's why I'm saying that y'all need your own like YouTube, video. Cause for you to not want to be a speaker, Brittany, dude.
It's in my blood. Y'all know my mama.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like you preaching. I almost wrote preach, Brittany. You know what I'm saying?
No, my mother has always taught me that when you believe in something and you're passionate about it and you can help others, you should.
Yes. Yeah.
You should. You shouldn't hold it just to yourself, because I don't hold it. Any new, important, great knowledge that I have, I share, especially with artists. It's a very, very tough world, and they do not teach anything about finances to artists. They just say, I got you a new chain, and it's a problem.
Right. And just the idea that people make, all this money is coming in, especially if you come from like a background family of people not making any kind of money. So all you do is just like squander everything that you end up getting, because nobody's ever really taught you and educated you around finances. And you have no idea to how to put these wealth building strategies in place. Right. So it throws everything off, and so that's why they need you, Brittany, to be all in their face. Like, hey, let me, tell you about my mama. This is what she do. Right. You know what I mean? Let me tell you about like, I'm gonna just say my husband, and let me tell you what he do, So
that's right.
This guy?
That guy.
That guy right
here? That guy. So awesome information. Anything else that you guys would like to share as we're kind of like ending this whole experience of Labor of Love Telethon today?
I think, I kind of want to challenge a lot of people or everybody on the call today, really just to just give it a shot to get educated on just some different ways, and ask the person on different ways of creating wealth for your family. But whoever invited you onto this live stream, I think is super key to just ask them, sit down with them about 30 minutes and say, look, start the conversation off with this question. How can I use this tool that you're talking about? Because that's all it is, guys. Don't get caught up in it's life insurance and whatever, just because it's Life Insurance Awareness Month. There's millions of ways to build wealth, lots of ways to create wealth for your family. But obviously, we're specifically talking about this tool right here. But we all want to accomplish things financially. So ask the person who invited you and say, look, how can I use this tool to accomplish my goal? Your goal of retiring in the next 10 years or 15 years or whatever the goal is, right? Your goal of being able to pay for your child to go to college in full. Your goal to maybe establish 50, $60,000 to help your kid get their first home, when they get to 26 years old, right? Because I know, prior generations, they were able to purchase property, at 19, 20, 21 years old. And that's, that number has kind of been pushed out a lot nowadays. And so just find out how you can use this tool. Don't get so caught up in, the name of the tool and what it could potentially mean, but find out, is this really worth your while? How can you actually achieve what your goal is? Because at the end of the day, we can't afford to waste any more time. Everything around us is getting a lot more expensive, right? We're in a pandemic. A lot of financial changes have happened. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, all that conversation is boiling over. Is 401k enough? Is this, is that? So we really have to kind of, educate ourselves and choose the people that you trust the most. I'm sure obviously you guys wouldn't be listening in tonight or today if you didn't trust the person that invited you. And so, have a more open conversation about it, in terms of how this can help you achieve your goals. So, I know specifically we're kind of talking to young people, but I definitely want to talk to everybody, just to be a little bit more challenging them to get a little bit unorthodox and find out how this tool can help them accomplish their goals. Because usually this tool has been a part of a lot of people's financial plan who we admire on a financial level, and they openly talk about it. Forbes put out an article about a football coach who used cash value life insurance instead of you getting a traditional retirement from Michigan University. Jim Harbaugh, you guys know him.
Allen Iverson.
I mean, there's so many people out there who we've seen have some success, but they just like the average person, we don't typically grow up with this information. Information has to be shared by word of mouth. So I just wanted to say all that, just to challenge everybody to go ahead and take 30 minutes to go and talk to the person that invited you. Say, look, this will actually work my while, achieve my financial goals. And if they can show you how you can do that, then I don't see the loss in it at all. So thank you guys again. Brittany, go ahead and close us out.
I'm gonna give him a second. I'm gonna second what Mike said and challenge yourself. And a part of that challenge is understanding that you have to invest in yourself. Everybody's trying to figure out what they need to hop on next, but if you don't invest, how can any of this happen? Walt Disney himself, and he knew that if he wanted to create that, all the banks told him no, they would not give him money to invest in him, that he had to use his own self to make sure it could happen. And any young people, all people, any dream you have, if it's going to require some type of capital in the future, and you don't want it to be that you don't have an opportunity to even use a tool that can help you bring capital to be able to complete your dream.
Yep.
So start with you and help others.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what people are saying. Mac and Brittany are dropping bombs right now, right? So you're shaking up and disturbing some things in people on today. So thank you guys so much for joining me again for another year, right? After maybe a few years, y'all not going to be considered the young people no more, though. So I'm going to have to find some other young people. But you guys can always share great information. I really think y'all should get this YouTube popping. So let's get that going as soon as possible. So thank you so much. I'm going to take you guys off. Okay. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Woohoo! So this has been an amazing day, guys. An amazing day. We've had some incredible speakers. I just want to say thank you to all the speakers on today, starting with Kamisha, who was actually dealing with something in her family. And she still came on to make sure that she shared this information. I also want to give, a lot of love to Chris Horton and the Inclusivity Project. So make sure you guys, if you want a business, that you want a business, make sure you go out there and look into Chris Horton. I'm gonna go ahead and put his information in since he likes to do too much, right? So if you want a business, you need some guidance around the business, you're interested in funding around the business, then definitely check into the Inclusivity Project. Also, we had Elaine Reedus, who came on, and she really talked about law enforcement, right? What I love that she said is they protect others, but why are they not protected, right? So if you know people that are in the law enforcement area, that we want to make sure that we check in as well, with those people, right? Because is their income protected, right? Is their family protected? And then want to give a big shout out to Max and Brittany for really telling us everything about wealth building strategies, why your finances are so important, as well as, making sure that, millennials understand why they need life insurance. And so people said Max and Brittany dropped the mic, all gold, right? So that was what they gave us, was a lot of gold. So today has been incredible. We still have another maybe about 20 minutes. I know everybody's not on here at this very moment, but I would like if you can just comment in the chat. Tell me where you guys are at as we're at the end. How many appointments has gone in Long Beach office, right? So if Long Beach, if you want to jump on, you could jump on if they're still there. Let me know where you guys are at. I can always ask Max and Brittany, they're there. Tell me what the final count is so far, as well as the Oakland office. Let me know what is your final count. The South Bay office, what is the final count? West Valley office, what is the final count? Las Vegas office, what is the final count? And then also Walnut Creek. So just let me know how many appointments. You guys can start putting it also in the chat. What I do want to do, and I'm going to see if I'm going to be able to share this last screen. Technical difficulties just started to happen towards the end, right? What does that mean? They try not to let us hear this information. They know this information is so important, and it's something that's so needed that they're not letting us share with a lot of people. But I wanted to share a little bit about 401ks. Brittany alluded to that, being self-employed, and why life insurance can be of service. But it's looking like things are not working for me the way that I want them to work. But this is what's so great. Whoever invited you to this live, if you're watching it live, if you end up watching it on the replay, I want you to contact that person who invited you and shared this information with you. Okay, I want you to do your part. Once you hear great information, that was one thing that Brittany said as well, is that once great information is shared with her, she likes to share with other people, right? So you guys just heard some great information. So guess what? It's time to share it with other people, right? You want to do your investment in yourself. Like Max brought up, Walt Disney. You know what I mean? We enjoy Disney World. I don't know if my kids gonna ever be able to make it Disney World. I think it's like $500 a ticket, right? But just imagine that started from a life insurance policy, right? All kind of wealth can be built just through that, okay? So it looks like, Long Beach just let me know that they have 69 pledges on here. We'll get the other offices as well. I know that we definitely probably had over maybe 200-300 appointments just scheduled right now in this last 4 hours. But guess what? It doesn't end. This is not the end. This is not the end, guys. This is not the end. There's still so much more that we're going to be able to do because I know people are fired up. That the people that are calling, and when you're in this energy, right, and y'all just excited about everything, guess what? As you move throughout your day, you're going to be like, let me tell somebody about life insurance, right? I liked how Max at the end said, I challenge you, right? To understand what are your goals and what is life insurance, and how can life insurance help you plan for your goals, okay? So you want to think about that. What are your goals right now? and how can life insurance help you plan? It's only going to be a gain. There's no loss if you just get on a call and at least review the kind of life insurance you already have, review your financial numbers, right? If you need a personal financial checkup, that you go ahead and do that so you can actually learn a little bit more about what's going on in your finances so you can make a better financial decision for yourself. Okay. So it turns out that Long Beach actually had 73 pledges at the end. And I'm pretty sure that they're still making calls and still doing more. All right. Oakland office, 66 pledges, right? So that's well over 100 so far. So we're going to just see who else is coming in. I was going to try to share my screen. It's looking like sharing screen is not working the way that I desired at this very moment. It looks like, let me see. I see Las Vegas is actually in here. West Valley has 22 appointments. Maybe I should, 22 pledges and counting. Right now, keep in mind, each of these offices are going to be in that position where they're going to have even more throughout the day, right? So I'm gonna just try to add 22 plus 66 plus 73, right? That's already 161. And then I think also Las Vegas had 30 appointments. I'm gonna just let Las Vegas talk real quick because I see them on here. So Lisa, I'm gonna add you to the stream real quick. There we go.
Well, hello. We are so excited. We have 30. It looked like it was a slow process, but I tell you the truth, with the energy, the momentum, the excitement, the calls, the fact that we're on this mission, that gave us the fuel and the energy that we needed to keep pressing forward. And even though this telecom is going to end shortly, Telethon is going to end shortly, our efforts will not. We will continue to go forth and make appointments because we have huge goals. We know that we're on this mission, and there are people out there that are looking for us. And we need to position ourselves and be properly prepared to be able to help them at a time of need. And we have what they need, whatever it is. If it's wealth accumulation, we have what they need. If it's generational wealth, we have what they need.
Yes.
If it's living benefits, we have what they need. If it's career opportunities, we have what they need. If it's longevity to be able to have estate planning, we have what they need. If there is an untimely illness, chronic illness, critical illness, whatever the case may be, then we have what they need. And I'm so excited that we're in a position to be able to help so many people. So are you all excited, Las Vegas?
How many appointments?
Las Vegas is excited.
All right. I love it. You guys are still in there. You guys were in there from the beginning to the end.
Yes.
So I'm really proud of everybody who just stayed in the office and is out there, making their own pledges of what they're committing to do. And I mean, that's amazing to get 30 appointments happening. That's so exciting. Yes. Thank you so much, Lisa.
Thank you. My pleasure. Thank you for your labor of love to be here, to be such a gracious host today, bringing all your energy. And for each person that had the opportunity to speak, it has just been awesome and amazing. If I were not a part of this industry, I tell you the truth, I would be knocking on somebody's door and say, how soon can you write me up? Quick, fast, and in a hurry. I want to be a part of that. And I'm pretty sure there's some people out there in our listening audience that's feeling the same way. So don't delay. Communicate today with the person that introduced you to this labor of love.
Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take you off. Thank you so much, Lisa.
Bye. Have a great day.
All right. And so let's just, we're going to check and see how things are going within the Walnut Creek office as well. Let me see if she's on. There we go. So Michelle FD, she's been helping us at the end of the hour. Let me see what's going on. Michelle, how's it going?
You guys, I'm exhausted. I am exhausted. Listen, they keep having me run and back. I have ran back and forth to this board 47 times. We have 47 solid appointments, but guess what? Listen. Labor of love does not start here. stop here. We are going to be staying here all day because our goal is 100. So we're not going home. We actually just brought out our lunchtime food, right? Because, you know, the morning session is over. We going all night, y'all. So listen, Wavette, what's going on?
Dr. Roche, I will not let any of them go home until we reach 100.
And Wavette just had it in person. Wavette was pulling up. She was doing quotes for F&G. Literally, she was just doing quotes for F&G right now. It is not a game. Wavette is doing solution appointments. She is doing PFCs. She doing everything that you need. And look at that. Look at that. Y'all see Robin? Robin, listen. Robin is literally here. Robin has been here coded in for 30 seconds, like I told y'all, and she got 30 appointments. That's how we doing it over here. That is how we doing it over here. Let y'all see. Everybody's on their phones. We are making it happen. Wavette, what you doing? Stop smiling. Make a call. Stop smiling. Make a call. There we go. There we go. Come on. It is the finish. We at the finish line, you guys. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Listen, Dr. O'Shea.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I got calls to make. Are you is it okay? Can we jump
good,
off?
I'm good. Go off. Go and make those calls.
I might call you for an appointment. Be ready to pick up. Okay.
Thank you. Woo! I'm telling you, we've had like such a great show on today. It's been really awesome. I see that Long Beach is ready to jump in. Let me see what the numbers are for Long Beach. Hey, Lynn.
Hi, Dr. Roche.
How's it going?
Oh my goodness, it is going amazing. We are having a wonderful time here in Long Beach. All of the nuggets that have been dropped on today. I mean, it's just been an amazing day for us. And we're at 73 right now. And so, like Walnut Creek, we're going to hang around a little bit. You know, we want to reach our goal of 120. So agents are still hanging around, calling in and out, you know, scheduling appointments with the leaders here, getting on everybody's calendar. You know, as I said, we have appointments scheduled for tomorrow. So we're gonna have a jam-packed Sunday, you know, so it never stops. So my agent in Houston, Texas just sent the post, right? And so she's at number 4 right now. So we're just making it happen. So now we're at about 74. And we're just gonna keep going. You know, the labor of love. And there's so many people out there for us to reach, and we just cannot stop. We cannot stop.
Thank you so much. Long Beach out there killing it. So it looks like we are all going to keep on being at our offices. So thank you so much, Lynn.
Thank you, Dr. Roche.
Woo! People have every office is like committing almost 100 appointments. And so people, are in the energy, and it's so much excitement when you're able to be with other colleagues and other people who are passionate and committed to this cause. So that you can call people, right? I mean, this is going to be such an impactful month. September, Life Insurance Awareness Month. We've gotten started. It's only the 4th of the month. I think that's what it is. We're on the 4th. And, so just imagine what we can do in the next couple of weeks of this month. We're just in the beginning. So if we already are at this point, most offices will probably be easily by the end of this weekend at like 400, 500 appointments. So we're going to just keep on going. We're going to definitely hit that 1,000 and definitely exceed the 1,000. So that's what we are going to be doing on today. I am so happy. I'm going to go ahead. Let me look at some of these comments. Awesome and wise decision. The testimonies are real. Powerful wealth of knowledge with both promoting awareness, as many young people believe or think that they don't need to prepare until they're nearly late 30s and 40s, if not later. The analysis prevents paralysis. Awesome day, hanging out, excited, green button pushed and ready. Monday. And this just means that person is just excited, and they're going to tell more and more people about this, right? So if you hear this information, remember, what is your job? To share. All right. And then another one, another comment coming up. You are doing a great job, Dr. Roche. Well, thank you very much. The telethon has been awesome. So that's great. And Long Beach coming in here with another 4 people. I mean, they're just going. 78 pledges already for them. So once again, it's a labor of love, right? So who do you love? Who do you love, right? And let's make sure that whoever invited you to this live, Like I said, if you're listening to it right now at the beginning of the month, or you may end up hearing this later on in the month and on a replay, I want you to go ahead and contact the person who invited you. Tell them how appreciative that you are, that they actually thought about you, right? Like I just think about going back to Elaine's testimony, that she talked to her Uber driver, right? And her Uber driver was appreciative that she got a plan in place, right? What about your brother, your sister, your coworker, your church family, right? Any organizations? I think Kamisha said she's Delta Sigma Theta. Her sorority introduced you. So if you have groups of people who needs to hear this information, make sure that you get connected with one of these amazing financial coaches, so they can do a presentation and give people financial literacy. And not enough people are educated around finances. So we want to make sure that we do that. I always am reminded of a quote that T.D. Jakes said: "It's not only what you leave to your children, but it's also what you leave in your children. Because if you leave something to your children and nothing in your children, then they will squander everything that they have." Right? But if you're able to leave something in them, the financial education and financial literacy that we actually need, then when they get a blessing of a life insurance, they'll know what to do with it. They'll know how to prepare for generations to come. So that is the end. Once again, I'm Dr. Roche, the doctor of rethinking, and I hope that I was able to help you to remix your thinking on today. Bye, you guys.